It all started one warm night in a village hidden in the foliage. The village's head, the fourth Hokage Minato Namikaze and his wife Kushina Uzumaki are expecting their children. Wait a little longer, Kushina, just a little bit more, I can already see the head. After a couple of minutes of Kushina screaming, she was finally able to calm down. You have worked hard, my dear, now you can rest. Bawako-sama, can I see my children, please? No, Minato, first the mother will see her children, and you need to focus on suppressing the seal. We don't want the Kyuubi to escape, do we? Minato let out a heavy sigh. Yes, Bawako-sama. Bawako wanted to take the children to their room and put them to bed, but Minato heard a noise like something heavy falling, and when he turned around, he saw Bawako with her head cut off, and then a voice. Step away from the Jinchuriki, Hokage, otherwise your sons will not live in this world for even 5 minutes. It was a man in a black cloak that covered his entire body and a mask with a hole for his eye. Wait, let's all calm down, we can settle this peacefully. Minato babbled. Oh, I'm very calm, unlike you, the stranger replied. What do you want? I already told you, get away from the Jinchuriki, otherwise you will never see your sons again. Minato wondered what he could do, but then he heard. Minato, do what he said, please, I'll be fine, Kushina said. No, I won't let him get to you. Well, fine, Mr. Hokage, then the death of your sons will be on your conscience. The masked man then threw the 2 newborn babies into the air and took out 2 kunai, intending to stab them. But Minato disappeared, and the next second he appeared with his 2 children in his arms. Now I understand why they gave you your famous name, Yellow Flash of Konoha. But don't get ahead of yourself. The 2 children started making strange hissing sounds and then Minato saw many explosive tags on the children's blankets. He removed them from his sons and teleported home using the Hiraishin technique. He put his 2 children to bed and said, Don't worry, I'll be back, I just need to pick up your mom and we'll be back, I promise. Minato then teleported to his wife and saw the masked man releasing the Kyuubi from Kushina and somehow controlling it. Kushina, Minato exclaimed. Minato took his wife and disappeared before the Kyuubi could kill her with its massive paw. Oh, you left so quickly, I thought we would have some fun, but it's okay, you'll come back, after all, you can't see your village being destroyed. Minato and Kushina appeared at the place where he left his children, carrying his wife to them and leaving her next to the children. He stayed there for a few minutes to look at his newborn sons, since he had not been able to examine them in more detail before because of what had happened. The first child, the eldest, had red hair like his mother. His face was very similar to his father's, with exactly the same blue eyes. The second child also had red hair, his mother's face, and several strange stripes on his cheeks, 3 on each side. They looked like fox whiskers, and he also had blue eyes. Minato looked at them for 5 minutes with a sad smile on his face. And then he heard his wife say to him, Thank you, Minato, for everything. Don't worry about it, everything will be fine. And then his face became serious. He walked over to the closet and opened it. There was his white Hokage cloak, pouches with kunai and everything he needed. I'll be back soon, okay? Namikaze said. Please be careful, Minato. I will. Afterwards, he disappeared in a yellow flash of lightning. Minato appeared on his monument on Mount Hokage, where there were 4 faces, all of them were the leaders of this village. On the 4th head stood a man with yellow hair and a white cloak, it was the 4th Hokage Minato Namikaze. He looked at his village and saw the Kyuubi. The giant 9-tailed demon fox was destroying his village with such anger that no one could resist it. The fox saw it and with its strongest attack Bijudama, a huge ball made of chakra, and launched it at the Hokage. But Minato sealed the bomb and it disappeared. He heard a voice behind him. Bravo, bravo, I'm impressed, really, haha. Who are you, why are you doing this? Well, I can answer your questions, but you won't like them. Well, the answer to your first question is simple, my name is Uchiha Madara. Stop joking, Madara Uchiha died many years ago, you can't be him, it's impossible. You know, it's very rude to interrupt someone while they're speaking. But never mind, I don't care whether you believe me or not, I answered your question, and as for the second one. I think I'll keep it to myself. You're an idiot, I won't let you destroy the village. Haven't you thought about the innocent people who live here? Not exactly what I care about, but I'll tell you just this, Konoha will get what it deserves, and it only deserves to be destroyed. First you'll have to kill me. Well, anyway, that's what I wanted to do now. Enough talk. I'll kill you, and then I'll destroy the village. I want to see you try, Minato said. Then let's begin our deadly dance, Hokage. After the conversation ended, they began to fight each other, but when Minato got the chance to kill the man, the kunai he was holding passed through the man as if he wasn't there at all. What was that? Why can't I touch him at all? And the masked man in the middle of the fight teleported them to a field in the forest. Then they started fighting again and Minato thought he had already lost, but then he thought that if he could get away from this man, he could beat him. If everything that touches it passes through it, and then it can be touched for a short period of time, then it might work, Minato thought. Namikaze began to take out a new kunai with a special ability. He can teleport to this kunai thanks to the seal on it. Okay, I'll throw a kunai at him and when it passes through I'll teleport and hit him with my rasengan. Sounds like a good plan. Minato began to create his technique, rasengan. This technique looks like a blue ball of chakra that spins very quickly. You couldn't reach me all this time and you think your little ball will hurt me? Really? Let's see. The masked man, who called himself Madara, pulled out a chain out of nowhere. It could be some kind of technique, Minato thought. Enough games. If I touch you once, you lose. Oh, what big words, I'm not sure you'll succeed. Let's see. They ran towards each other. Minato threw a kunai, and as expected, the kunai passed through the man without causing him any harm. But at that moment, the masked man almost caught Minato, but he disappeared. What the? Rasengan. Minato appeared behind the masked man, hit him with a rasengan, and placed a seal that breaks the contract between the nine-tailed fox and the man. Triple A. The man in the mask screamed in pain and was defeated. The man in the mask took 2 deep breaths in and out, he was breathing heavily, then stood up and said. Not bad, Hokage, maybe I lost to you, and I can't control the fox anymore, but that's not a problem, his anger is stronger than mine. Trust me, he will destroy your dear village. And now I'll leave you to deal with him, really, I want to see what you can do against him. And with these words, the stranger disappeared. Commentary on Prologue, Part 1. That's it, the first part is over, don't forget to like and comment. By the way, don't worry, the story of the 2 brothers will start somewhere in Chapter 3, just be patient. Peace. From the beta. I honestly tried to clean everything up, if there are any errors, the public beta is open. Prologue, Part 2. Commentary on Prologue, Part 2. Hello everyone, here is the second part, I hope you like how I write. I hope there are no mistakes. Damn it, I should have been faster and caught him. Well, it doesn't matter anymore, I'm in big trouble now. Minato ran towards the Kyuubi. At the same time, the third Hokage and many shinobi held back the Kyuubi and distracted it. Keep Kyuubi distracted until the fourth gets here, understand? Yes sir. The shinobi shouted, and 5 minutes later the fourth entered the battlefield. Minato, damn it, where have you been? Sorry, third Sama, I needed to deal with whoever caused all this trouble for us. It's okay, but we need a new vessel for the Kyuubi, but unfortunately the only one that can contain the poison chakra of the Kyuubi is a member of the Uzumaki clan, and the only Uzumaki in our village is Kushina, but she won't survive the resealing. What are we going to do? My wife is no longer the only one. What do you mean? My sons have more Uzumaki genes than Namikaze, you can even say that they have 100% pure Uzumaki blood. Are you crazy? You want to sacrifice your sons? It's the only way, and you know it. I don't want to do this either, but we have no other choice. Hiruzen didn't say anything, he knew Minato was right. Okay, I'll give you some more time. Thank you, I'll do it quickly. I'm sure of it. After the conversation, Minato teleported to the house and saw that his wife was sleeping with their children. He went closer to pick up his sons, but then Kushina woke up. Minato, what are you doing here? Did you defeat Kyuubi? We need, Minato stammered. What is this? Tell me. We need to seal the fox again, and I'm taking our sons to do it. What? Kushina exclaimed after a short silence. Kushina, calm down. Are you crazy? Do you even know what it feels like to be Jinchuriku? Everyone hates you and avoids you, and you're condemning our children to this fate. Kushina, we have no other choice, I don't want to do this either, but if we seal the fox in you again, you will die. So what? I'll die even if you don't. If the tailed beast is released, the Jinchuriki will die. I'm still alive only because the Uzumaki clan members have a lot of life energy. I know that, but you will still have a chance to survive, and I don't want you to die like this. Okay, you're right, sorry. I'm the one who needs to apologize. Okay, I'll give you the children, but I'll go with you. I'll help you hold the Kyuubi with my Kongo Fuso chains. Kongo Fuso chains are one of the abilities that Uzumaki women possess. They are so strong that they can hold the tailed beast. Thank you. You're welcome, Minato. Minato took his wife and children and teleported to the battlefield. You're finally here, Minato, Hiruzen said. Sorry it took so long. Everything is fine, proceed with sealing. Kushina, quickly catch the fox in a chain. Yes. Kushina began to gesture at the technique and shouted. Uzumaki technique, Fuso chains. And after that, 8 golden chains came out of Kushina's back and she caught Kyuubi in them. I'm done, now prepare the children for sealing, Minato. Yes. After this, Minato prepared what he needed and placed his sons on the altar. Minato made some hand gestures and said, summoning the god of death. No, Minato, you're crazy, you're going to die. Hiruzen shouted and wanted to interrupt him, but he couldn't get closer to them because Minato had put up a barrier. No, Minato, don't do this. But Minato didn't listen to him and wanted to start the sealing again, but then he saw the fox trying to kill his children with its claw, and Minato jumped in to stop it. The fox's claw pierced the fourth. Minato started coughing up blood but he was still alive. He noticed Kushina standing in front of him. The claw pierced her too. Kushina. It's okay, Minato, the woman began to cough up blood. We saved our children, please, and let me tell them a few things. Yes, sure. Ryo, my eldest child, I ask you to take care of your younger brother Naruto, do not quarrel and always support each other, and of course, it will be good if you two can revive our clan, I will give you all the knowledge for this. After these words, Kushina touched the forehead of the eldest child and passed on to him all the knowledge about the clan and its traditions. Naruto, listen to your older brother. You two better find good friends you can count on. I have a lot of things I want to tell you, but unfortunately we don't have time. Sorry, Minato, I took up your time. It's okay, I wanted to tell you two something too, but your chatterbox mother beat me to it, please take care of each other. Minato then summoned the god of death, and the god asked. Man, why did you call me? Hello, Shinigami-sama, I want you to seal the Kyuubi into these children. Do you know the cost? God asked. Yes, I know the cost. Okay, your last wish will come true. After that, Shinigami sealed one half into the older child and the other half into the younger child. And then he disappeared. Minato and Kushina fell to the ground, and then Hiruzen was finally able to pass through the barrier. Minato, Kushina, talk to me. Hiruzen, Kushina said. Yes, Kushina, I'm here, wait, we'll call the medics. No, wait, this won't help me, but I have one last request, take these 2 scrolls and promise me that no one will see them except you and Jiraiya and my children. Their names are Ryo and Naruto, please take care of them. Of course, I promise you that I will do everything I can. Commentary on Prologue. Part 2. I'll do another part today. Part 3. Meeting of the Clan Heads. Commentary on Part 3. Clan Heads meeting. Here is the third part, I hope you like it. After these words, Kushina died. An Anbu soldier appeared, wearing a white cloak and a mask that resembled a bear. He began reporting on the state of the village and how many shinobi had died during the Kyuubi attack. Hokage-sama, most of the village was destroyed by the fox and we lost too many shinobi. It will take a long time to recover from this attack, the Anbu said. I understand, but I have an order for you, bear, said the Hokage. I'm listening, Hokage-sama. I want you to call a clan meeting and tell the clan leaders to be in my office in 15 minutes. Hi, Hokage-sama, do you have any other assignments? The Anbu asked. Not yet, you're free, said the Hokage, and after his words the Anbu disappeared. 15 minutes later, 7 people were sitting at a table outside the third Hokage's office. These people were the leaders of their clans and were waiting for the person who had ordered them to meet. A few minutes later, the door opened and Hiruzen appeared. When the 7 people saw the Hokage, they immediately stood up and bowed to him. You may sit down, sorry for being late, the Hokage said. You don't have to apologize, Hokage-sama, everyone had a rough night, said a man with black hair and eyes, wearing a combat suit, and on top of that was a black t-shirt, on which you could see the symbol of his clan. His name was Fugaku, the leader of the Uchiha clan. Yes, it's true, answered Hiruzeg and sat down on his chair. Sorry for being rude, but where is the fourth? Why did you call the meeting and not him? Asked a tall man with long black hair. His eyes were so white as if he was blind, and he was also wearing a white and green kimono with his clan's symbol on it. He was the leader of the Hyuga clan. That's one of the reasons I called you all to the meeting, but we'll start when the elders are here, the Hokage answered the question. After a few minutes of waiting, there was a knock on the door. Come in, said the third. The door opened and 3 people entered the room, 2 men and 1 woman, who were the elders. Without saying anything, the 3 walked inside and sat down on their chairs. Okay, everyone is here, now we can begin the meeting. Hiruzen began. As you all know, the 9-tailed fox was released and took many lives. We successfully sealed it again with the help of the 4th Hokage and his wife. It's certainly good that we managed to seal and stop the fox, but who is the new Jinchuriki and where is the 4th Hokage? The leader of the Inuzuka clan asked. She had short brown hair with 2 lines on her cheeks that at first glance symbolized the teeth of a wolf. She was dressed in a normal battle suit with the symbol of her clan on the back. Her name was Izumi. The 3rd Hokage was in no hurry to answer, but finally said. My successor, Minato Namikaze, the 4th Hokage and his wife died defending the village. There was silence for a few moments, and then one of the elders asked. What about Jinchuriku? It was a tall man, the right side of his body was bandaged, and there was a scar on his chin. The man's name was Danzo. The 2 new Jinchuriku are the children of Minato, Ryo, and Naruto Uzumaki, the 3rd Hokage replied. We understand, so what do we do with them, and who will be the next Hokage? Asked a large man in red armor and a headband. The man's name was Chuza, the leader of the Akamichi clan. I suggest that the 3rd Hokage return to his duties, as he is the most experienced, and at times like these, we need a smart and experienced leader. A man with a spiky hairdo, a yellow coat, and a necklace with his clan symbol suggested. His name was Shikaku, and he was the leader of the Nara clan. I think it's a smart move, said a man wearing black glasses and a gray coat that covered his entire body. His name was Shin, and he was the leader of the Aburame clan. Okay, I think we need to hold a vote on who will agree to me returning to the position of Hokage until we find a new one, the Hokage said. After a few minutes of deliberation, the clan leaders unanimously agreed. The Uchiha clan agrees. The Aburame clan agrees. The Hyuga clan agrees. The Inuzuka clan agrees. The Akamichi clan agrees. The Nara clan agrees. The Yamanaka clan agrees. The 3rd sighed heavily. I see I have no choice. Okay, I'll return to my duties. Said the Hokage. Okay, so now that we've finished the Hokage question, what are we going to do with the 2 Jinchuriki? One of the elders asked. Every clan leader offered to adopt the 2 brothers, but the elders had other plans for them. None of you can accept the village's weapons, because if you do, the balance between the clans will be upset, and we don't want a civil war, do we? All the clan leaders and even the Hokage, gritting their teeth, were forced to agree. Therefore, I propose that we give the children to an orphanage. Nonsense. Children need a loving family that will protect them and give them everything they need to live, said Choza. I have no other options, and remember, as the clan chief you do not have permission to associate yourself with the village's weapons. Don't you dare talk about them like that, we owe them for stopping such a monster from destroying the village. They are our saviors. Fugaku shouted at the elders. Don't forget who you are talking to, Fugaku, and besides, you have no right to speak. I heard that the 9-tailed fox was controlled by Uchiha Madara, using your clan's eye power, the Sharingan, and as we all know, only the Sharingan can control the fox, so you and your clan members are the prime suspects. Danzo said. Nonsense. Madara-san died a long time ago, answered Fugaku. You were right, but I did not say that it could not be one of your clan members, but if you have proof that it is not one of your relatives, then I am ready to hear it. Danzo said. Okay, that's enough, the Hokage said. Fugaku, unfortunately, Danzo is right, I really want to believe you, but we'll need proof that it wasn't your clan that wanted to carry out a coup in the village. Don't worry, Fugaku-san, the Nara clan will help you with your investigation, and I'm sure we'll find out who's behind all of this, and I'm sure the rest of us will help too. The others nodded, meaning that they all agreed. Thank you, but this is a clan issue, I don't want any of you to get involved in this, Fugaku said. We understand, but if you really need help, we will support you. I appreciate it. Okay. I think we've covered everything, am I right? The Hokage asked. Everyone nodded. Well, I declare that the meeting is over. The Hokage said, and everyone left the office to help rebuild the village. Commentary on Part 3. Clan Heads Meeting Part 4 coming soon. Part 4. 6 years later. Commentary on Part 4. 6 years later. Here is the fourth part. Like and write reviews. 6 years have passed since the Kyuubi attack. The village has been completely restored and life is returning to normal for the residents. Of course, the loss of a father, mother, brother, son or daughter was still painful and difficult to accept. The person who was the most important in your life is gone, but life must go on. You could walk around the village and not notice anything bad, as if nothing had happened at all and as if the attack had never happened, but there was a reminder of it, even too. Hey, didn't I tell you not to come near my store, you two demons, do you hear me? They were two children, they were brothers. Both of them had red hair like blood and 3 lines on their cheeks. One of them was wearing a black shirt with a white border and a red whirlpool symbol, black shorts and shinobi sandals. The second one was wearing a white t-shirt with the same red whirlpool symbol and green breeches with the same shinobi sandals. But why? What did we do to you anyway, huh? The red-haired man in the white t-shirt shouted. Naruto, calm down, we better get out of here, let's go home, the boy in the black t-shirt said calmly and quietly to his brother. Okay, Ni-san, Naruto said with a hint of sadness. 2 brothers came to their house, which in principle can hardly be called a house. The roof is leaking, the walls are rotting right before your eyes, the floor is creaking and the boards on it are clearly going to break soon. The only plus in this under house is the view from the small balcony. Simply beautiful, but now is not the time for it. Hey brother, listen, why does everyone hate us? We did something bad, I just don't understand, Naruto asked his older brother. I don't know, Naruto, but don't worry about it. What about our oath to show everyone that they were wrong? Don't you want to become strong and show everyone? The eldest of them encouraged his brother. Of course I want to, are you still asking? This is the Naruto I know, well done. Then there was a knock on the door. What? Who could have come to us? The eldest of the brothers asked himself. Ryo went to open the door, and as soon as he opened it, he saw a man who was wearing a gray vest and black pants. He had a katana on his back, he also had a cat mask on, and behind it you could see purple hair. It was an Anbu fighter. Do Uzumaki Ryo and Uzumaki Naruto live here? The fighter asked emotionlessly. Why yes, who's asking? Hokage-sama ordered you to come to his office. Okay, we'll be there, Ryo answered and the Anbu disappeared. Naruto, let's get ready. Why? Did something happen? No, it's just that Hokage-sama wants to see us, Ryo explained. Ooh, old man, what does he want? I don't know, and how many times have I told you that you don't speak to the Hokage like that, Dadbane? Sorry, brother, I won't do it again. Okay, let's go. The 2 brothers walked through the village, while evil glances followed them. When they came to the residence, they knocked and heard an old voice. Come in. Ryo opened the door and the 2 brothers walked in. Hello, Hokage-sama, you called us. Ryo started the conversation. Oh, Ryo, Naruto, it's you, said the Hokage, looking up from his paper. How are you? I hope everything is fine. Yes, Hokage-sama, we are fine as always, so why did you call us? The third sighed heavily. I called you here because it's your birthday tomorrow, isn't it? The Hokage said with a hint of sadness, because he knew that they hated their birthday because of the villagers who acted even more aggressively than usual on that day. Yes, we will already be 6, Naruto said. That's good, because I have 2 gifts for you. Really? Both brothers shouted. Yes, the first thing is that I enrolled you in the academy. You will start in 4 months. Hooray, hooray, we're finally going to be ninjas. Naruto shouted while his brother just smiled, looking at him. And that's not all. There's also a gift. True, and what is it? What is it? Naruto, calm down, let Hokage-sama finish. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just worried. Hiruzen and Ryo laughed. What's funny, Dadbao? It's okay, brother, everything's fine, the elder one said, continuing to laugh. So, your second gift is? The Hokage took out 2 scrolls, one yellow with a seal of a red circle that looks like a swirl, and the second was purple with the same seal. And what are these scrolls, Hokage-sama? Do you remember that you asked about your parents, to which I answered that when the time comes, I will tell you? Yes, they both said. So, your mother gave me these 2 scrolls and told me to show them to you when you turn 6. Forgive me for not telling you, but an oath is an oath, and it cannot be broken. I hope you do not hold a grudge against me. No, we understand. Yes, we don't hold a grudge against you, old man. At this the third only smiled. Naruto, Ryo said, how many times have I told you not to call the Hokage that? He said angrily. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I have you now. Ryo-kun, it's okay, I don't mind, calm down. Naruto didn't do anything wrong. The Hokage said with a hint of fear. It was at moments like these that he remembered the bloody habanero, which these children resembled so much. Okay, sorry for yelling, brother, Ryo said and hugged his brother. I'm sorry too, Ni-san. Hiruzen smiled at this scene. Well, children, take these scrolls, but I ask only one thing. Do not show them to anyone, only to trusted persons and then with great caution. Okay, old man, we won't show them to anyone. Great. By the way, don't open them until tomorrow, okay? After all, formally you're still 5. Of course, Hokage-sama, we will open them tomorrow. Well, you can go home, goodbye. Goodbye, Hokage-sama, said both brothers, bowed and left the office. Commentary on Part 4. 6 years later. I'm not sure about this part, I couldn't start it because I didn't know how to do it right, but I hope it turned out okay. Part 5. Tomorrow is an important day, and then this. Commentary on Part 5. Tomorrow is an important day, and then this. Hello everyone, here is Part 5, I hope you like it. Don't forget to like and comment. Ryo, what do you think might be in these scrolls? Naruto asked his brother. I don't know, Naruto, but I hope that our parents left us something, at least information about where they disappeared to. I hope so too. After 15 minutes, both brothers returned to their house and Ryo began the conversation. Naruto, let's eat, we haven't eaten for a couple of days. Please get some ramen from the shelf, and I'll make us some tea. Okay, brother, I'll do it now. Naruto went to make ramen, and Ryo went to make tea. After a hearty dinner, both brothers were getting ready to go to bed when they suddenly heard a knock on the door. Who is it again? I hope it's not some drunk, Ryo thought. As soon as there was a knock on the door, Ryo gestured for his brother to hide, as he didn't have a good feeling about this. As soon as Naruto hid, Ryo walked up to the door, and as soon as he opened it, he immediately got punched in the face. Ha, and I told you it would be easy. The man laughed. These demons are so stupid, opening the door without knowing who is there. The man sentenced his companion. This man looked middle-aged, wearing a green vest, which meant that this person was a ninja of at least Chunin rank. Well, you won the bet, but okay, let's get revenge on them for everything, I can't wait to see the corpses of these demons who killed my mother. The second one shouted. No, wait, let's have some fun, we'll torture them slowly and painfully, and then throw their bodies out on the street. We'll be the heroes who killed the demons. Yes, you're right, said the second man with a crazy smile. The 2 men began to hit the elder Uzumaki, first in the face, then in the stomach, but as soon as they wanted to pull out their weapons, they heard. Stop, shouted the man behind the men. As soon as they turned around, they were stunned. Behind them stood an old-looking man with a white robe and a hat on his head. Yes, it was the Hokage himself, and behind him stood a little boy with blood-red hair. He looked at his brother with fear. What have you done here? The third shouted, and immediately 2 ninja fell to their knees. Sorry Hokage-sama, we just wanted to. But Hiruzen didn't let them finish, shouting into the air. Cat, lizard. And then to Anbu ate and said. Did you call Hokage-sama? Yes, lizard, detain these 2 men under the pretext of attacking Citizen Leaf. Cat, take the boy to the hospital and tell him that if they don't treat him, I'll personally come and rip their heads off. Carry out. Hi, Hokage-sama. And they did it right away. Naruto-kun, you're a good boy for coming and calling me, the Hokage said, smiling. Old man, what will happen to Ryo? Will he be okay? Naruto asked fearfully. Don't worry, Naruto-kun, everything will be fine, let's go to the hospital and check on your brother. And yes, I have a question. What kind of question is that? Naruto asked, clearly in a hurry to get to the hospital. Do you remember those scrolls one gave you? Yes, sure. Where are they now? Hiruzen asked. We hid them before everything happened. Well done, now let's go to the hospital. The Hokage and Naruto arrived at the hospital in 10 minutes and had already entered Ryo's room. Ni-san, how are you? Naruto shouted and rushed to his brother. Hello, Naru, I will live. The doctors say that I will be able to leave in a few hours and, by the way, you are great, thank you, brother. Having said this, Ryo ruffled his brother's red hair and then hugged him. The Hokage only smiled slightly at this sight, as he was happy for them. Happy that they had each other. Ryo-kun, are you sure you're okay? Maybe you should lie down until tomorrow. Thank you for your concern, Hokage-sama, but there is no need, Naruto and I have a very fast regeneration process. I am ready to go home right now, Ryo said with a smile. Well, okay, but first we need to check everything. A few minutes later, a doctor came in, examined the injured Ryo, and confirmed that they could go home. The Hokage walked the two brothers home and then left. The demons, as they were called, went to bed, for tomorrow was an important day for them. The day that will change everything. Part 6. The very day when everything will change. Commentary on Part 6. The very day when everything will change. Hello everyone, here is Part 6. Sorry that the parts are so short, it's just that I write everything on my phone, and it's annoying. I'll start writing on my computer soon, but that's not certain. Well, enjoy reading everyone. Morning. Birds are chirping joyfully outside the window, a cool breeze is breaking through small cracks, and bright rays of sun are running around the room in glare, trying to wake up two scarlet-haired brothers. Shit, is it morning already? Naruto muttered. Naruto, turn off the sun, Dadbane, Ryo answered sleepily. If I could, I would have done so a long time ago, Dadbayo. Ryo sighed heavily. Okay, come on, sleepyhead, we need to get up and then Ryo remembered about the scrolls. Naruto rise. Naruto screamed in fear and fell off the bed, causing the entire room to fill with the elder Uzumaki's ringing laughter. Are you kidding me? Why are you yelling like that? Naruto didn't understand. Sorry, I just remembered about the scrolls from my parents. Don't you want to open them anymore? And then Naruto finally came to his senses and spoke. Of course I want to. What kind of question is that, Dadbayo? Then let's wash up and get ourselves in order. And by the way, happy birthday, brother. After these words, Ryo went into the kitchen and returned a few seconds later with a small cake in his hands. Wow, thank you Ni-san, happy birthday to you too. Naruto said and hugged his brother. Then, as planned, they began to tidy themselves up. After all the procedures and breakfast, both brothers sat on the bed next to each other, looking at the scrolls. Ni-san, what do you think the parents might have written there? Naruto asked. Well, we'll find out now. Are you ready? After waiting for a nod from Naruto, Ryo reached for the yellow scroll and, having opened it, began to read. Dear Ryo and Naruto, you don't know me, but I am your mother. My name is Kushina Uzumaki, and your father was Minato Namikaze, but you most likely know him as the fourth Hokage. And if you're reading this, then we left this world without ever having the chance to speak to you. Before I get to the point, I'd like to apologize for leaving you behind and not being able to raise you, to educate you, to see how big and beautiful you would become. We're truly sorry, and we understand if you're angry, but we sincerely ask for your forgiveness. I hope you're okay. Well, I guess I'll get to the point. These scrolls contain your legacy and the legacy of our forgotten clan. You are the direct descendants of the first Uzukage and, accordingly, the heirs of our clan, the Uzumaki clan. The second scroll contains the light-level techniques that belong to our clan. And also the clan's budget. All the other techniques, more complex ones, are in Ryo's subconscious. I sealed all the knowledge, the necessary behavior, the clan's rules, holidays and our clan fighting style with all the details on how to learn everything. Ryo, you can copy all your knowledge to Naruto so that he can see everything too, but that's still a long way off. In addition, the second scroll also contains your father's techniques, Hiraishin and Rasengan. And I want to say that I have only one request for you. Please find other representatives of our clan in the future. We all have a special appearance, red hair, just like me and you. Please, restore our clan, that's the only thing I ask for. And finally, I wanted to say that my father and I love you very much and will always love you, no matter how much time passes. Good luck, Naruto and Ryo, we believe in you. Tears from both brothers began to fall on the letter, but after a couple of minutes they calmed down. Naruto, how are you? Ryo asked, wiping his cheeks with the back of his hand. And how are you? You probably know that yourself, Ryo answered quietly. Yes. Well, okay, pull yourself together. Where is that cheerful Naruto that I know? Smile. Ryo began to help his brother move away from what he had read. Ryo. They really loved us, Naruto concluded. Yes, although I had no doubt about it, Ryo laughed. Yes, you're right, the younger Uzumaki intercepted his laughter. Okay, what now? Mom was talking about our clan. This topic is obviously very important to her, well, and to us, of course. If we are the heirs, then we must help our people, am I right? Yes, of course, you're right, but how? We need to get stronger. And we need to go to the Hokage now. I agree, we can ask him to help us, Naruto suggested. Yes, and besides, we will definitely have a conversation about our clan, the elder brother said seriously. Yes, you're right, he definitely has to be. Naruto said just as seriously. They left their house and headed to the Hokage's residence. Commentary on Part 6. The very day when everything will change. Hello again, I hope you enjoyed this part. I am slowly but surely moving the plot forward, and it is even better than I thought. Part 7 will be out soon. Write comments, like and wait, so that I know if it makes sense to continue writing. Part 7. Receiving an inheritance. Commentary on Part 7. Receiving an inheritance. Hello everyone guys, here is Part 7. When the brothers reached the Hokage's office, they knocked on the door and then heard a voice telling them they could enter. Upon entering, the brothers saw an old man sorting out and signing various documents. Oh Ryo-kun, Naruto-kun, it's you, I suppose you came about. But Ryo didn't let him finish, saying, yes, Hokage-sama, we would prefer that this conversation remain between us. Okay. As soon as Hiruzen said that, he waved his hand and then put up a barrier against the sound so that no one could hear them. Thank you Hokage-sama, we would like to talk to you about the scrolls, Ryo began. I'm listening. We don't hold a grudge against you for hiding our parents from us, because we understand why you did it, Ryo said. Yes, but we would like to talk to you about our clan, namely about what happened to it, and of course about the legacy, Naruto said with a seriousness unusual for Ryo and Hiruzen. Okay, I'll start with your clan. It was destroyed by an alliance of 3 villages, namely the village hidden in stone, in the cloud, and in the fog. They were afraid of your clan's power, because it was on par with the Uchiha clan and the Senju clan. The alliance had about 50,000 shinobi, and the Uzumaki shinobi clan had only 7,000, but still the Uzumaki were able to destroy 90% of the alliance. But unfortunately the Uzumaki lost. That's all I know. But why didn't Konoha come to help? Ryo and Naruto said with a hint of malice. Konoha is very far from the village of Whirlpools, where your clan lived. We would not have made it in time, and the message about the attack comes with a delay. Forgive us for not being able to help your clan, I sincerely regret it. Ryo and Naruto, after hearing the Hokage's answer, calmed down and continued their conversation. Okay, we understand and hold no grudge against Konoha. Now that that's settled, we'd like to talk about our inheritance, Ryo said. Okay, what exactly do you want to know? First of all, we would like to know about the place of residence. I'm sure the parents had a house, right? It's just that nothing was mentioned in the scrolls. Yes, they had a house, it was not touched, I can give it to you. We will be grateful. Okay, I'll give you the keys when we finish talking. Great, now we would like to know if our parents' account was touched or used. No, the money was not touched, I personally did not allow it to be touched. Okay, that's it, now we have a couple of requests, if you don't mind. I don't mind. Okay, Naru, please tell them to the Hokage, and I'll be back soon. With your permission, I have to deviate for a little while. Of course, but where are you going, Ryo-kun? I need to check something. And after these words, Ryo left the office, leaving the Hokage and Naruto alone. With your permission, Hokage-sama, I will begin. Of course, Naruto. Well, we would like to revive our clan in the future, and it is in Konoha that we will look for survivors, if there are any. Also, we need to talk about our clan's quarter, as well as the clan as a whole, but that is in the future. About our clan's territory, where will the territory itself be and what is its area? Naruto said cheerfully, to which Hiruzen was very happy. Well, this is quite a long conversation, but okay, I agree to listen to you, but I think we need to talk about this with all the clans. I agree with you, Hokage-sama, said Ryo, who had just returned. Ni-san, what took you so long, and where were you anyway? Naruto said with some offense. Come on, Naru, don't be so upset. I went to check if there was anything about the Uzumaki quarter in the village, but apparently not. Ryo said to his brother, patting his head, and he instantly calmed down. Well, Ryo-kun, if that's all, then I'll be waiting for you tomorrow evening with all the clans at the residence, but I'll have to tell them about the scrolls. No, Hokage-sama, we will tell them that. That's even better, they will be happy to see the sons of their friends, and I'm sure they will listen to you. You mean to say that our parents were friends with the heads of all the clans? Naruto was surprised. Well, not everyone was that close, but everyone respected them very much. I see, thank you, Hokage-sama, this is very valuable information, goodbye, and yes, can I have the keys to my parents' apartment? Yes, here they are. The Hokage handed them the keys and both brothers went to their house to pack their things and move into a new apartment. Commentary on Part 7, Receiving an Inheritance. Hello everyone, sorry that parts haven't come out for so long, I just simply haven't had time, tests, school, in short, everything is okay. I hope you like the part and maybe another part will come out today, so get ready and don't forget to like and wait, see you soon. Part 8, New Home and New Friend. Commentary on Part 8, New Home and New Friend. Here is Part 8. So, brother, are you ready? Ryo asked. You bet, Naruto exclaimed. Well, then let's go in. The two brothers entered the house that once belonged to their parents, left their things on the threshold and immediately went to look around the house. It was much larger than their old one, and even during all the time it had been empty, not a single speck of dust had appeared. The brothers entered the living room and looked around. It was a fairly large room with olive-colored wallpaper, a wide sofa, opposite which stood a fireplace, and a kitchen with all the necessary appliances. Hey Ryo, why is this frying pan so heavy? Naruto asked his brother after he wanted to pick up the frying pan and examine it. There was something strange about it, but Naruto didn't understand what. I don't know, maybe it's the metal, but that's not important now. Yes, you are right. After examining the kitchen, they entered the living room again. Naruto, there is a second floor here, let's go up. Oh, come on. Both brothers took their things from the hallway and went upstairs. There were 4 rooms at the top and Ryo suggested that Naruto split up and look around, to which Naruto agreed. Ryo entered the first room and saw a regular bed, a wardrobe, a desk, and 1 window. Probably a guest room, Ryo thought. Then he heard his brother's voice calling him in one of the rooms. When Ryo entered that room, he saw Naruto standing with his back to the door. Hey, brother, is everything okay? What happened? Ryo asked. I found something here, Naruto said in a hoarse voice. And what is this? Ryo asked, and, coming closer, he saw his younger brother holding a photograph of a young couple. A woman with blood-red hair, wearing a green dress, you could tell by the woman that she was pregnant. The man hugging that woman had yellow hair and was wearing a blue t-shirt and ordinary pants. It's probably the parents, they look happy, Ryo said, salty streaks starting to form on his cheeks, running down to his chin and dripping onto the framed photograph. Yes, was all Naruto could answer. Seeing his brother in serious condition, Ryo hugged his brother, who hugged him back. I know it's hard for you and for me too, but we have to move forward, they wouldn't appreciate our tears now. Yes, you're right, as always, Naruto took a deep breath, calming down. Okay, let's get settled, I'll do everything here, and you can go get groceries. Said Naruto, already cheerful. Haha, well okay, by the way, don't forget that we need to go to the Hokage in the evening. Of course I won't forget, am I an idiot? Yes, you're an idiot. Ryo laughed. Baka, come on, say it again. Ha 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 ha, no thanks, I still want to live. Naruto picked up Ryo's laughter. Wow, you're lucky you're older. Naruto began. I know, and besides, I'm lucky with my younger brother. Naruto sighed in resignation at such sentimentality. Okay, go buy some groceries already. Haha, okay brother. Ryo left the apartment and went to the market to buy food for dinner. After buying everything he needed, he went home and when he came in, he put all the food in the refrigerator and called Naruto. Naruto, come here. I'm coming, Naruto shouted and, having come down, asked, did you want something, Ryo? Yes, what do you want for dinner? Ramen, Naruto shouted. What, again, Naruto, We need to start eating properly, ramen is really bad for you. Well, damn. No, well, damn, you want to become a strong shinobi and revive our clan, don't you? Yes, but. An angry Rio didn't let him finish, shouting, no, buts, you will eat what I cook, okay, Datbane. Yes, yes, brother, okay, I will eat everything you make. That's great, Rio said, already cheerful. After dinner they decided to rest, because they were tired of dragging their things, and there was still time before the meeting, so they needed to rest well in order to listen and bargain with a clear head. Okay, brother, we better go and rest. Yes, you're right, Ni-san. Okay, go ahead, good night. Good night. Rio and Naruto each lay down in their own bed and fell asleep. What? Where am I? What is this place? Is this a dream? When Rio fell asleep, he found himself in some strange place, either some abandoned building or some sewer. He looked around and could only see pipes in many corridors. Rio wandered around these labyrinths for about an hour, when suddenly he saw a door and, opening it, he saw a huge room with a huge golden cage. He went in, closing the door behind him, and went to the bars. Rio felt that there was someone there, so he asked. Hi, is anyone here? Silence. Rio already thought that there was no one there, but then he heard. Uzumaki. Rio turned around and immediately saw huge red eyes looking straight into his soul. Page. PP. Hello. Fear gripped Rio, he felt a huge wave of ki that seemed to choke him, but he held on, and even began to get used to it little by little. I didn't expect to see you so early. Is this B.AD? What? No, of course not, this is even better, I was waiting for you, Rio. Do you know my first name? Of course, I know, but why are you shaking so much? What? Well, I feel some energy and it's pressing on me as if someone wants to kill me and... He wasn't allowed to finish those red eyes. Okay, don't continue, I understand, I can't do anything about it, so get used to it, we have a conversation. And after these words, a huge fox emerged from the darkness, and behind him rose 9 tails. Phew, okay, I'm kind of used to it, but who are you and what are you doing here? Rio asked the huge fox. I am sealed here, my name is the 9-tailed demon fox Kyuubi no Yoko. Wait, it was you who attacked the village 6 years ago. You are smart. But why? Why did you attack the village? Well, to be honest, I didn't want to attack. In terms of... Literally, I was controlled by this damn thing. Uchiha, I hate him. But how did they control you? My brother and I were always told that you were a demon who hated people. It's true that I hate people, but there are only 2 people I've ever loved, and those were your parents. They were the first ones who didn't use me and treated me as an equal. But my father defeated you. No, he sealed me into you and your brother, half each. Then, if you say that you were friends with my parents, then why didn't they mention you in the scroll? Because no one knew that we were friends, not even the 3rd Hokage, and they didn't want anyone to know about it, or rather, I didn't want it. Okay, can you explain in more detail from the beginning? Kyuubi sighed heavily. Okay, so your mother Kushina Uzumaki was my Jinchuriki before you and your brother. We became friends from the very beginning, although I didn't trust her back then, but that's not important. No one knew that Kushina and I were friends. Well, except for your father. On the day you were born, your parents were attacked by an unknown masked man. He pulled me out of your mother's body by force, and made me destroy Konoha. After your father freed me, he quietly sent a clone to me and told me to continue destroying Konoha, so that there would be no questions. Minato also told me that he wanted to seal me inside you to help you when the time came, and I agreed. After some time, I was attacked by shinobi and I got angry. In a fit of anger, I started killing shinobi and... And what? Rio, before I continue, I want to apologize. For what? You don't know how your parents died? No, why not? Okay, I hope you forgive me. I killed your parents, forgive me. The fox said sadly. I'm not angry at you, but why did you do this? You said you were friends. Later, your father came again and said that Kushina would capture me with special chains so that it would look like a fight. Well, of course I agreed. Later, when we were all ready, Minato said that your mother had little strength and that she would not be able to detain me for long, but then the 3rd Hokage came and ruined all our plans. We wanted to seal me painlessly at first, but it was impossible for anyone to see it. Well, your parents decided on a desperate step, They asked me to kill them so that they would not be interrogated and would think that they were traitors. I had no other choice, I understood this, and your parents too. So forgive me, kid. I gave your parents a promise that I would help you and I will understand if you are angry at your parents, but don't, they only wanted the best for you and if you are still angry, then take it out on me, on the one who killed your parents. To say Rio was shocked would be an understatement. It's not every day you hear about your parents dying, and from the person who killed them. But Rio decided he wouldn't be angry, and he forgave both the fox and his parents. It's okay, everything's fine, I'm not offended, okay then I just have one question. And what kind of question is that? Asked the fox. What's your name? I don't need a nickname, I need a name. Ha, you're like your mother, it's obvious that you're her son. My name is Kurama. Nice to meet you, Kurama, I hope we can become friends. Likewise, kid, okay, before you go, do me a favor. Certainly. Do you see the seal on the cage? Yeah. Tear off a small part, so we can communicate mentally without coming here. I understand, okay, we'll do it now, said Rio and did as Kurama said. Okay, kid, it's time for you to go, I'll see you later, Kurama said. Okay, see you later, Ku, and with these words Armo disappeared. Commentary on Part 8, New Home and New Friend. Phew, damn, that was hard, I'm not sure how I did the twist with Kurama, whether I decided to do it well or not, but I hope you won't throw tomatoes at me, I really tried to do it, it's interesting, but I'm not sure how it turned out. Well, if anything, I can rewrite it. The main thing is that you write comments so I know whether you like it or not, and don't forget the likes, wait and subscribe. Bye everyone and see you later. Part 9. Gathering of Clans. Commentary on Part 9. Gathering of Clans. Here is Part 9, I hope you like it. Rio woke up when the clock was already 11. The clan meeting was coming soon, which meant it was time to start packing. I need to wake Naruto up, Rio thought and went to wake his brother. Naruto, wake up, we need to get ready. He tried to wake up his brother, but there was no result. Stand up now, Datban nay. Quadruple A, damn Ni-san, why scare me like that? Because we have a meeting in an hour, have you forgotten? What, in an hour? We have to hurry. That's for sure, come on, get ready and we'll go. Okay Ni-san, listen, what are we going to tell them? Something like, help us find our forgotten relatives. Naruto asked. Don't worry, I'll figure it out, and if you want to add something, tell me quietly so that no one can hear. What? But why? You don't trust them. Exactly, the only one I will trust is you and the third. It's clear. Okay, enough chatting, we need to get ready. Rio, listen, go upstairs and go into your parents' bedroom, said the voice in Rio's head. What Kurama is this you? The elder Uzumaki answered mentally. Of course it's me, who else? You fool, have you already forgotten me? No, what are you saying, but why get up? I want to help you choose clothes, you are from the Uzumaki clan, so you need to live up to that, Kurama explained. But we don't have clan clothes, Rio thought to himself. Damn, brat, just do what I say. Okay. Rio went up to the second floor and entered his parents' room. So here I am, how are you going to help me choose an outfit? Do you see the closet? So what? Move it to the side and you will see a secret compartment there, open it and press the lever. Fine. Rio moved the cabinet and really saw the hiding place, opened it, pulled the lever and immediately a hatch opened behind him. Yeah, our parents were paranoid. Don't tell me, boy. Rio approached the hatch and saw that there was a ladder going down. He went down it and saw a huge tunnel with many doors. So where should I go now, Ku? Third door on the right side, Kyubi said. Rio found the door that Kurama was talking about, walked through it and saw a large room with beautiful kimonos of different colors with a red whirlpool sign on the back. Wow, was all Rio could say. What do you advise, Ku? Well, which one do you like best, and don't forget to take one for your brother. Wow, you really helped me with the choice. Well, okay, I've already chosen, and as for Naruto, everything is clear, he likes the color orange, so an orange kimono will do. Okay, I need to take everything and go get ready. Rio took both kimonos and went back. Naruto, where are you? In the living room. Rio walked towards the living room and saw his brother sitting there looking bored. Why is it so long? Naruto wanted to say, but as soon as he noticed his brother's clothes, he fell silent. Come on, Naruto, put it on, I found an orange outfit for you. Wow, but where from? I'll show you later, okay. Fine. Rio gave Naruto his kimono and they started to get dressed, and after a few minutes they were ready. Naruto wore an orange kimono with black flames and a whirlpool symbol, while Rio wore a black kimono with white flames and a white whirlpool symbol on the back. So, are you ready, Naruto? Come on, we need to go Dadbao or we'll be late. You're right, let's go. Naruto and Rio left the house and headed towards the residence. Along the way they were looked at with surprise, some still with hatred, but there were also new looks, looks of respect. There were not many of them, but they were there, which surprised the brothers. Eventually, both brothers reached the residence at a leisurely pace and reached the entrance to the Hokage's office. So Naruto, are you ready? Remember, you don't have to shout everything you think. Calm down and think before you speak. If you're not sure, ask me. Yes, brother, you are right. In the future I will be more reasonable, especially if it concerns the clan. Okay, then we'll go in. Naruto knocked on the door and after a few seconds the voice of the Hokage was heard from the office, giving permission to enter. Rio and Naruto entered the office and saw 5 people sitting at the table. 4 of them were heads of clans, namely Fugaku Uchiha, Hiyashi Hyuga, Chusa Akamichi and Shikaku Nara. All of them were heads of their clan. They looked at those entering and did not understand what children were doing there, and then Chusa asked, "Kids, what are you doing here? Are you lost?" And then the Hokage started the conversation. "Rio-kun, Naruto-kun, it's good that you came, but you came early, but okay, you can sit here." The Hokage pointed at 2 chairs and they responded with a bow. "Thank you, Hokage-sama." And they sat down in their places. "Hokage yourself, can you explain?" asked Hiyashi. "Yes, do you remember the children of Kushina and Minato?" the Hokage asked him. "Of course I remember, so they are Rio and Naruto Uzumaki." All the clan heads were shocked and started asking questions like how are you and so on. Naruto and Rio were awkward, but then the Hokage said, "Respected clan heads, I ask you to refrain from your emotions at the meeting, and besides, you still don't know why I called you, or rather why Rio and Naruto called us. What do you mean?" asked Fugaku. "They will explain everything to you when everyone comes." Everyone who came in was shocked, asked questions, and when everyone had gathered, the Hokage began the conversation. "Dear clan heads, we have gathered here to discuss something with these children. I ask Rio-kun, as the eldest, to say the first word between you and Naruto." "Okay, first of all I would like to express my gratitude for your presence, and I would like to apologize for the inconvenience that we may have caused by rescuing the council." "You don't have to apologize, we are all happy to see our friends' children." "Okay, thank you for understanding. Well, let's start. Me and my brother Naruto called the council because we know everything about our parents, our clan and homeland. We received an inheritance from our parents, and we also learned that we are direct descendants of the first head of the Uzumaki clan." Rio said, "We're glad you found out everything, but why did you call us?" Izumi asked the head of the Inuzuka clan. "We called you for one simple reason. We want to revive our clan in Konoha, and we ask for your help and permission to do this, since we can't just do this without permission, and besides, we need to build our clan's district, so we ask for your help." But then Rio was stopped by his brother's hand. Rio turned to him and then Naruto leaned towards his brother's ear and whispered, "Rio, I think that without benefit for them, they are unlikely to help us. We need to offer something in return. How about printing in the future when we learn to create them?" Naruto said with a seriousness that was unusual for Rio. Rio was shocked by his brother's behavior, because he always rushes into trouble without thinking, and then this Rio answered Naruto in the same whispers. "You're right, I didn't think about it," and he said it louder to everyone. So, of course we will not remain in debt. We know that the Uzumaki clan were masters of seals, so for help we are ready to sell the corresponding seals when we can make them without harm, and of course at a discount. Do you agree?" All the clan heads thought about it and responded with consent. "Fine." Rio began, "Now I will give my word to my brother about the area and the laws of our clan. With your permission, Hokage-sama, of course Rio-kun, Naruto-kun, you can start." "Thank you. What about the area? We would like it to be in the center if possible." "Yes, we just have some free space that we need to destroy anyway," the Hokage said, and the others supported the decisions. "Great, but can I know the approximate area?" Naruto asked. "If not in detail, about half a kilometer." Okay, I think that's enough. What do you think, Nisan?" Rio, who had been silent until then, listened to his brother figure it out and felt proud of his brother. "Yes, Naruto is enough for us," Rio said to his brother with a smile, and Naruto smiled back, but both immediately returned to their serious looks, and then Naruto continued. "Excellent, Do you all agree with this, gentlemen? And in response I received nods from everyone and some even had a slight smile. Okay, we're done with the area, now let's move on to our laws, do you agree? Yes, but I have a question. Shikaku Nara asked, and what kind? Rio asked, will your laws benefit citizens or harm them? It all depends on the person. Can you give more details? Of course, but let's start from the beginning. Okay. Okay, brother, can I continue? Rio didn't understand why his brother was asking for permission, but decided to play along and ask later, because in such situations you don't poke fun, and Naruto definitely wasn't joking. Yes, Naruto, you can continue. Thank you, and so. The first rule is that clan affairs will only concern the clan. The second rule, we will celebrate our traditions only in our clan, but anyone who wants to can come and join, of course, if they follow our rules of the holiday and the area. Third rule, and the most important, no one will touch our women. Anyone who does this without the permission of the woman herself will be punished in the court of our clan and not the village. Of course, if the victim forgives the criminal, he will be released but expelled from our area for a certain time. The fourth rule, if someone from the other clan or without a clan wants to marry a woman from our clan or vice versa, it will only be with the agreement of both parties. And regarding the child, if he has fewer Uzumaki genes, then we will put a seal on him that blocks our genes and he will not be considered an Uzumaki, and vice versa. If there are more Uzumaki genes, then we will put a seal that blocks the genes of the other parent and he will be considered an Uzumaki and will live in our area. Fifth rule, all our secret techniques and techniques that are higher than C rank, no one has the right to study them or use them if he or she is not an Uzumaki. And the sixth and last rule, all our knowledge will be received by children only in our area and not where else. Do you accept our conditions and laws? Before we decide, I have a question. The Hokage said. We listen to Hokage-sama. Rio replied, as for women, don't you think it's too much that criminals will be punished like that? No, Hokage-sama, we are a clan that values our loved ones and our blood, so no, it's not too okay, I accept your answer. I have a question too, said the head of the Hyuga clan. What about consanguineous marriage? Categorically no, we will not do this to our women and we are not ready to talk about it. What else can you think of? No way. If we answered all your questions, then we want to hear your answer, Rio said. After 10 minutes of thinking, everyone agreed, and after everyone had decided a couple more small issues about the Uzumaki clan, Rio asked the last question. Well, we are very grateful to you for your help, but we have one last request. Of course, Rio-kun, what do you want? Said the tired but happy Hokage. For the fact that everything is working out for these children after we graduate from the academy, we would like to organize a search for representatives of our clan and we would like to ask for help. We can help you. Said Fugako. We are grateful to you, Fugako-san. Of course, by the way, I invite you to our home and we can discuss everything there, said Fugako. We will be happy to accept your invitation. Great, my family and I will be waiting for you tomorrow evening. Okay, we'll come. And after the meeting was over, everyone went home. Commentary on Part 9. Gathering of Clans. I hope you enjoyed it. I decided that I will develop the plot slowly. I know that there are those who will not like it, but I decided so. Please, if you do not like it, you can read something else and what you like more, and those who like my fanfic, do not worry, I have a lot of ideas and I will not abandon this fanfic, at least I do not plan to. So do not forget to like and wait and write comments so that I know if you like it. By the way, I'm looking for a beta. If anyone wants to help me, write to me in the comments or personally. Bye everyone. Part 10. Conversation between Naruto and Kurama and the beginning of training. Commentary on Part 10. Naruto and Kurama's conversation and the beginning of training. Here is Part 10 of the pleasant reading. Rio and Naruto walked along the road home silently enjoying their time together, but then Naruto remembered that his brother had promised him that he would tell him where he got these kimonos from. Hey Ni-san. You said that you would show where you got our kimonos from, because you wouldn't have had time to buy them. Yes, you're right, don't worry, I'll show you at our house. Fine. Kurama. He mentally called Kurama and he answered. What is Rio hash? Listen, I don't want to hide from my brother that you are sealed in us. How can I show him you? Well, you need to sit in the lotus position, concentrate, and when you are ready you need to bump your fists to connect with each other and then you will generate a common subconscious hash. Rio answered the fox with a hint of uncertainty. What are you mumbling about there? Well, that's too easy. What did you expect? You don't have to be super intelligent for that. Okay, thanks Ku. My pleasure. Naruto. Yes, he answered. When we get home, start meditating what but it's boring Tabeo I want to show you something cool yes. Is this some kind of cool technology? You could say that. Hooray, hooray, hooray oi Naruto calm down. But Naruto didn't listen to his brother and jumped with happiness until he got punched in the head. I date Bayo for what Ni-san. Calm down already Naruto, we're almost there and so both brothers reached the house and went inside and began to meditate. Having finished preparing, they bumped their fists and then they found themselves in the subconscious opposite each other and behind them were more golden cages with kanji seals. Ni-san, what is this place? Naruto said, scared. Don't worry, we are in our subconscious, Rio answered completely calmly. And what is that cage behind you? Hello Naruto As soon as Naruto heard the calls to him, he immediately felt a huge wave of ki that even Rio felt uneasy. Rio W, who is this? Naruto asked. My name is Kurama and don't worry, the fear will go away as soon as you get used to it. X good. Naruto answered and, having calmed down, continued to get acquainted with Kurama. Okay, so your name is Kurama, nice to meet you. Mutually. Okay Naruto, since you've already met Kurama, I'd like to ask him something, Rio said. Yes, and what do you want? I would like to ask you to start training us, we need to become stronger in order to realize our dreams and plans and revive our clan. Okay, I will help you but keep in mind that the training will not be easy. Are you sure about this? Yes. Both brothers shouted. Ha, that's what I expected from the kids. Kushishi, okay, we'll start tomorrow, we'll fall at 5 a.m. Hi. The brothers answered and, having said goodbye to the Kurama, they left the subconscious and went to sleep. Rio, wake up already and wake up your brother. Another 5 minutes Kurama. Not 5 minutes, get up right now. Kurama shouted. Okay, I'm getting up. Rio started to get out of bed and saw his brother who was on his bed hugging a pillow. Wow Kurama, I hope I'm not sleeping like this. Well, I understand, don't continue. Rio walked up to his brother's bed and shouted, we will fall. Quadruple AWHO attacked WHO. Naruto looked at Rio with a confused look. Good morning Naruto, now that you're up we can, but Naruto didn't let him finish with a scream. Ni-san, are you out of your mind? Why are you scaring me so much? Calm down already and don't scream in the middle of the night. Oh, sorry. Okay, in short, let's get ready. The brothers gathered and went out in search of the abandoned landfill. So that no one sees them. They came to the training ground number 50. It was an abandoned training ground around which many trees grew, which hid their presence. So first of all you need to open the chakra's hearth, for this you need to sit in a meditation pose and concentrate. When you find it you will feel a warm sensation, this is your hearth, do you understand everything? Yes. Both brothers responded with enthusiasm and began to meditate. An hour later, Naruto and Rio simultaneously opened the fire and immediately a very strong pressure in the air was felt throughout the entire training ground, but after a few moments everything returned to normal. You are great, you have a very large reserve of chakra even for Uzumaki and there is also a lot of my chakra. Well, if you don't take me into account, then your chakra reserve is almost the same, namely the level of a strong genin. If you train hard, then you will be excellent shinobi. Kurama, are we really developed or something? How is this even possible? Asked the fox Naruto. But you are still Uzumaki and all Uzumaki have huge reserves of chakra and I can only say that you need to visit your clan's library more often. But Kurama, she is sealed with me, Naruto can't see her. Rio said. That's how it is but don't forget that you can copy everything and seal the copy in Naruto or at first you can go there together like you did last time when you both met me but it's very chakra intensive. Yes you're right, then what do you advise? I advise you to first develop your chakra channels and train your body and only then will I tell you what to do. And then both brothers stood up and raised their fists in the air and shouted, yes we will become the strongest and will be able to protect our friends and we will revive our clan. Databane. That's the mood, well then let's start, this year will be hell for you. Both brothers swallowed and looked at each other nervously. Okay, the games are over, now let's start. Hi. Commentary on Part 10 Naruto and Kurama's conversation and the beginning of training. Hello guys, I wanted to apologize that parts haven't come out for so long. I just had a lot of personal problems and I had no time for fanfic, but I'm starting to come back and slowly continue writing. I hope that in the future I won't have any unpleasantness and I'll be able to continue. By the way, the next part is a time skip. And I also want to congratulate all my readers on the upcoming new year, and I wish everyone all the best and that the new year will be better for everyone than the last one. So once again, Happy New Year and Happy New Year to those who are already reading this in 2022. Part 11, 6 years later, filler part. Part 1. 6 years have passed since the heirs of the Uzumaki clan learned about their great inheritance and that they are descendants of one of the strongest clans in the history of shinobi, and 6 years have passed since the day they began to train and study different abilities, well, and not only, for example, both heirs learned all the traditions of the Uzumaki clan up and down, such as holidays, rules of etiquette, traditional style of clothing, and even the language that the Uzumaki invented to deceive enemies and also helps with some seals. And also under the leadership of Kurama, or as both brothers called him during training, Kurama-sensei, both brothers reached an unprecedented level in the areas of taijutsu, ninjutsu, kenjutsu and of course fuinjutsu. They had long been excellent students at the academy and everyone was trying to overtake and surpass them. They even had a rival, and his name was Uchiha Sasuke, the last one who squeezed out of his clan. Both brothers looked like this. Ryo and Naruto had a spiky hairstyle like a hedgehog and the same red hair of the Uzumaki clan members. They were dressed in home kimonos of the Uzumaki clan. Naruto had a bright orange color and Ryo had a red color like his hair, and both had a symbol of their clan on their backs, namely the symbol of a whirlpool. Now Ryo and Naruto are at their home in the Uzumaki clan quarter and were resting from another difficult and harsh training, but suddenly Ryo felt someone's chakra outside the barrier and decided to check what was going on. Naruto, do you feel it? Yes, it seems we are not waiting for anyone. Should I go check on Nisan? No, go ahead and rest and look for something useful in the clan library. It wasn't for nothing that I copied it for you. Do you know how your head hurt after that? Yes, mine hurt too. How can I forget that? Okay, let me go check the barrier. Fine. Ryo left the house and headed to the entrance to the block and saw a little girl there, no more than 5 years old, sitting near the entrance to the block, and it was clearly visible that she was crying, but why? Ryo did not know. Hey, hi, who are you and what are you doing here? Can I help you? Hearing Ryo, who appeared as if from nowhere, she got scared and fell to the floor in fear. Uncle, I'm sorry, I didn't want to do anything bad, please forgive me. Ryo was shocked by the little girl's reaction and wanted to help her. Well, don't be so afraid of me, I won't do anything to you, I want to help you. Are you really not angry? Of course not, but can I ask you a few questions? If possible, of course. Why, yes. Great, what's your name? My name is Sora. You have a beautiful name, Sora, and my name is Ryo, and what are you doing here alone? It's already quite late. My parents and I went out for a walk, but we got separated and I got lost and I don't know where they are, the girl said with tears in her eyes. I see, but do you remember where you split up, at least approximately? Yes, I think it was in the trading area at the market. Okay, but do you want to come to my place for a couple of minutes and I'll give you some sweets and take someone with us? Okay, Ryo said with a smile. Okay, uncle. Ryo took the girl by the hand and went home with her. Hey Naruto, come here for a second. Yes, now, listen Ni-san, I found something very interesting here that I advise you to take a look at. Databao but Naruto didn't manage to finish because he saw that girl of mine. Oh, hi baby, what are you doing here? Sora, meet my brother Naruto. Hello Uncle Naruto. Hey, hi to you too, sorry. Naruto said with a smile and then walked up to Ryo and whispered to him, Uncle. Seriously, is this your doing, Ni-san? He come on, she's a little girl, she's no more than 5 years old. Ryo responded to the same whispers. Okay Naruto, let's go, we need to take her to her parents, they're probably worried. Huh, yes, thank you for helping me. Well, of course, we'll find your parents in no time, Uzumaki's words, said Naruto. Okay, let's get ready Naruto and let's go. There is. After Naruto got ready, they left the house towards the market and started searching with the help of clones, which surprised the girl very much, and they were able to find them in an hour without a break, and when they delivered the girl, her mother thanked them crying, and her father also thanked them and asked, I ask you, how can we repay you? Maybe you need money. We don't need anything like that, really, I almost forgot. Ryo lifted the sleeve of his kimono, which had some kind of drawing on his wrist underneath, put chakra there, and immediately a small pocket with chocolate was visible from the air in a cloud of smoke, and going down on one knee, he beckoned Sora to him with his hand. Hey, sorry, I hope you haven't forgotten what I promised you, here you go. Sora ran up and took the bag, thanked Ryo and returned to her mother. Sorry, I didn't ask permission ma'am, we just had an agreement and I don't like throwing words into the air, just like my brother. Ryo Vinovido scratched the back of his head and smiled guiltily. Everything is fine, no problems, the woman answered with a smile. Okay, it's time for us to go, Ni-san, we still have something to talk about what I found. Yes, you're right, it's time for us to go. See you later, sorry, goodbye, sorry, don't get lost again, Naruto said, and waving his hand, both brothers returned to the lady. Commentary on Part 11 6 years later filler part. Part 1. Hello everyone, I thought about it and after thinking with my brain I decided to make a filler. That is, this means that this is not canon as in the anime Naruto itself. I don't know if you will like it, but I decided that I will add a little variety to my FIC. Of course, this will not happen often, but if you didn't like it, then you are more than welcome to write to me in the comments or personally, and if you don't like it, then I will immediately remove it and will not write fillers. Well, that's all. Enjoy reading. Sora. Translated from Japanese is Sky. Part 12 6 years later Part 2. Phew, we're finally home, okay, what did you find there? Naruto Ryo said as he opened the door to their house. Yes, that means I dug around in the library like you asked and I found something interesting. Here you go, I copied it on paper while you were checking who was next to the barrier. Naruto held out a scroll that he pulled out from the seal on the palm of his hand. And what is it there? Can you tell me? Better read it, believe me, it's worth it. Okay, well, let's see. Ryo opened the scroll and began to read. The scroll said that the Uzumaki clan had long ago signed a treaty with two clans, namely the Senju and Uchiha clans. After the clan wars, it said mutual assistance between the clans and a neutrality agreement was signed. And open trade after the construction of Konoha and Uzushio, and nothing special. While this is really useful information, but it's a pity that the Uchiha clan was destroyed and Senju and ours are not in the best condition. What do you think about this, Naruto? Well, I have one idea, but I'm not sure it's worth it, at least right now. What's on your mind, brother? Okay, we could renew and redo the contract, and since the last representative of the Uchiha clan is Sasuke Tem, and he will be the head of his clan in the future like you, we will be able to help each other in the future. And as for Senju, if I'm not mistaken, this is one of the three legendary Sannin, Tsunade Senju. With her it's more difficult because she is essentially the last representative of her clan and she has no heirs. Yes, you're right here, I completely agree with you, and I think we need to talk to Sasuke and we need to think about Tsunade Hime, but in any case we need to try because everyone will only benefit. Then what have you decided? Are we going to act? Yes, tomorrow after the academy, we tell Sasuke that we have something to talk about and we'll try to persuade him. Okay, let's do that. That's good, okay, let's go to sleep. We have a taijutsu exam tomorrow. Yes, I remember. Okay, good night, Ni-san. Good night, brother. The next morning, Ryo woke up from his sleep like everyone else, not happy about it because he barely slept and it was early to get up. Overcoming his laziness, Ryo got up from his warm bed and was going to wake Naruto, but what was his surprise when he did not see his brother, because if you do not wake Naruto, he will not get up for several hours for sure. But then a delicious aroma of delicious food hit his nose, coming down from the second floor of the clan head's mansion on the first floor and entering the kitchen. Ryo's jaw dropped to the floor. Ryo saw Naruto preparing food and he also got up before Ryo, and then Naruto turned around and seeing Ryo smiled embarrassedly. Naruto, do you have a temperature? Do you feel okay? And anyway, I don't believe that you are my brother. Who are you? Dateben here. Ni-san, calm down, it's me, don't worry, I woke up early and I was bored so I started doing something. I can't put everything on you, Databeo. Ha ha ha, are you really my brother? Ha ha ha, yes it's me. Come on, we need to go to the academy and talk to Sasuke. Yes, you're right, we've been delayed for so long. After eating and getting ready, both brothers went towards the academy and approached the door of their classroom. Opening it, both brothers went in and looked around the classroom in search of the Uchiha. Here he is. Okay, let's go closer, Naruto said, and Ryo nodded. When they approached the Uchiha, two girls immediately burst through the door and Ryo said to himself, damn, if not them. Near the door stood and quarreled two girls, one pink-haired girl, her hair was long and she was dressed in a red dress and ordinary shinobi sandals, and her name was Sakura, and the second with the same long hair that was gathered in a ponytail, only the color of her hair was blonde and she was dressed in a purple t-shirt and a purple skirt, and just like Sakura she wore shinobi sandals and her name was Ino. Having stopped arguing, they looked towards the guys and immediately rushed towards them. Hey Uzumaki, get out of here, I want to sit next to Sasuke-kun, both girls said. That's why they started arguing again. Naruto and Ryo sighed and exhaled, not paying attention to them, and approached Sasuke. Sasuke. Ryo started. We have a very important conversation, do you have a minute? The Uchiha chuckled as always. Sasuke, I'm serious, this is very important, it concerns our clans. Hearing this, Sasuke looked at Ryo and Naruto and replied, "What do you want?" "It's better for us to be alone. Can you meet us on the street opposite the academy after the academy?" Okay, but it would be better if it was something really important, certainly." After their conversation, a teacher named Iruka came in and ordered everyone to sit in their seats and then began to remind that today would be the last exam before the final exam, and after he explained everything, he began the lesson. After all the lessons, Iruka told all his students that the exam would start now and everyone listened to him and followed him, and after they came, Iruka began to say the rules of the fight. So the rules are simple, without ninjutsu, throwing weapons and deadly techniques, only taijutsu, everything is clear to everyone. "Yes, sensei." Everyone answered in unison. "Okay, then let's start, please come out." Kiba Inuzuka and Shino Aburame, both boys, stepped forward and stood opposite each other. Shino, like all members of his clan, was dressed in a jumpsuit that hid most of his body and he also wore sunglasses. And Kiba was dressed in a gray sweatshirt with a hood on his head, as well as brown shorts, and his faithful dog was lying on his head. Well, it's immediately obvious that it's not a fair fight, because Shino doesn't like taijutsu and he doesn't know how to fight, Ryo said to his brother. "Yes, unfortunately you're right," and after a few minutes the fight was over with Kiba winning. "Winner Kiba Inuzuka," said Iruka. And so it continued until Iruka called Ryo. "Next will be Uzumaki, Ryo and Shikamaru." "Nara-sensei, are you serious? Shikamaru will just give up and..." But before Ryo could finish, Shikamaru interrupted him. "You're right, Ryo, but that's only because I know that I have no chance of defeating you and there's no one else who can do it except Naruto and Sasuke, and even then it will be hard for them. Come on, you're so chic." "I'm just telling the truth." Okay, I got it, Naruto. "Sasuke, I'm waiting for you where we agreed." "Okay, Ni-san," Naruto answered. Ryo waited for them for about an hour, but then they came together. "Did you really fight each other again, and isn't Ruka tired of pairing you up?" "Yes, we fought again, but this time it wasn't anyone's," answered by Naruto. If you hadn't yelled at me for supposedly starting the fight before," Sensei said, "then I would have won." "What? You weren't cheating like that." "I didn't cheat, it was the element of surprise, but it's not fair, Databeo." "So, shut up both of you before I shut your mouths for a month with the help of FUNN, you understand me?" "Date ban, why yes, Ni-san." "PF. That's good, I'm reminding you that we're not here just like that, but because Naruto and I need to talk to you, Sasuke." "Peef, so what do you want to talk to me about, losers?" "Who's the loser here, Databeo?" Naruto was outraged. "So stop it, Naruto, we didn't come here to quarrel." "Okay, sorry, Ni-san." "So Sasuke, we wanted to talk to you about the future of our clans." "Well, why should I care?" "Exhale." "Okay, here, take it and read." Ryo took out a scroll from the seal which contained a treaty with the clans and gave it to Sasuke. Sasuke opened the scroll and began to read. He did not show emotion, but it was clear from his eyes that he was interested. After Sasuke finished reading and handed the scroll back, Ryo began to speak. "Okay, I understand everything, but why should I agree to this? Look, I understand that you don't have a soft spot for us and don't really like us, but we will all be in the black in the future. I don't know about you, but my brother and I want to restore our clan and we will need allies, and who would be better suited than the old clans that were friends and helped us in difficult times? Okay, let's say I agree. This agreement is already very old and half of what is written in it will not help us for a long time. Who said that we will sign the same agreement? Explain. We can sign a new contract with new points. Well, you're right, this will help us a lot and strengthen the friendship between Uzumaki and Uchiha, and if everything suits me then I agree. Great then. But there is one but, and what is this? Senju clan. If we want to sign the treaty in full, then we need the agreement of the head of the Senju clan. Yes, you're right, we need to talk to the Hokage, maybe he can help. Naruto, can you please go to him and ask him about Lady Tsunade? There is. Naruto said and ran to the Hokage's residence. Hey Ryo. Yes Sasuke. Why did you treat me like this, and are you always kind to me? Oh, Uchiha Sasuke himself asks me such a frank question. Shut up, you Saratonkich. Just for all these years that we were at the academy, you and your brother didn't look at me like everyone else in the expectation that I should be better than everyone else like most people. What's the catch? To be honest, there is no catch. Me and Naruto understand your feelings and pain. We were never friends, and when we first saw you we can say that we immediately wanted to be friends with you because we are similar, Sasuke, especially when we understand your pain. What do you know about my pain? You two didn't have parents, you didn't see how they died before your eyes, and especially from your brother's hand. You don't know what it was like for me when I saw the corpses of my clanmates walking through the clan's quarter and then going home and seeing your brother standing over the corpses of your parents. You don't understand this, and Naruto doesn't understand, Sasuke said in one breath, greedily gulping air. Yes, you're right, I don't understand your pain and probably never will, but that doesn't mean I don't want to understand and help you. I believe that if you give me and Naruto a chance and accept us, then believe me, we won't leave you, and what you told me about what happened to your family, what you kept inside yourself all these years only helped you. Didn't you feel better after you told me everything or not? Why yes, I really feel better. See, if you want to talk to me or Naruto or let off some steam in a sparring match, our door is open, thank you. You're welcome, Rio replied with a smile. It's been 10 minutes since Naruto left, but he still hasn't returned, which is very strange. Damn Naruto, where are you? Kurama, are you sleeping? Hashtag no Rio, what is it hash? Can you track Naruto? He's taking a long time. Hashtag him, he's leaving the residence hash. Well, glory to you. Another 5 minutes passed and Naruto finally returned. Hello, everything is done. What took you so long, Naruto? The residence is just a stone's throw away. What happened? Rio asked his brother, clearly irritated. Sorry, Ni-san. The old man wanted an explanation and I barely managed to persuade him. Well, now everything is clear. Okay, and what did he say? He said that it would be difficult but he would try, and he also said that you should write a letter too. Maybe it would speed up the process. Okay, I got it. Okay, let's go home already, I'm hungry. Oh, by the way, Sasuke, don't you want to join? Curry today, what do you say? What? Ni-san, why do we need this do? Naruto, you better keep quiet or I'll give you a date ban. Why yes, Ni-san, I'm sorry. Well, what do you say to Sasuke? Sasuke thought for a bit and answered positively. Thanks for the invitation. Yes please, okay let's go, and after eating we can do some sparring, Rio said, and the three friends went towards the Uzumaki quarter. Commentary on Part 12, 6 years later, Part 2. Hello everyone, I hope you enjoyed this part. To be honest, I'm not sure if I did everything right. I tried to connect everything so that it would be interesting. Whether I succeeded or not is up to you to decide, but if you don't like it, then of course I'll delete the chapter and start it over. And by the way, I did it so that all the details that you don't know, for example, why Sasuke is not like in canon and treats Rio and Naruto more or less normally, and how they became one of the excellent students and so on, I decided that small details like these will not be. But I will reveal them later in the form of a flashback. I hope you will accept this. I just don't want to drag out the plot too long and tediously, and I'm trying to move it forward. I hope you will understand. And the last piece of news I want to say is that I decided to name those who speak, in the hopes that it will make it easier for you to read. Well, I think I said everything, so see you guys. Part 13, Final Exam and Team Number 7 Formation. Uzumaki Quarter, morning of the 6th hour. Rio. Naruto, it's time to get up. We have a run and also today we have our last exam, so we need to prepare well. Naruto. Okay, Ni-san. Naruto answered in a sleepy voice and Rio went down to make breakfast. Kurama. Good morning, Rio. How did you sleep, Rio? And don't ask, all night was in the subconscious in the library, Kurama. And why? Rio. Well, I was looking for something interesting and found database, Kurama. And what did you find that you didn't sleep for almost half the night? Is it worth it? Rio. Oh yeah, Kurama, it's really worth it. I found a very interesting ability there, Kurama. Yes. And what is this? Rio. It's the ability to feel emotions, it's a very useful thing, you know, Kurama. Wow, you really dug this up. When are you going to start training this ability? Rio. Well, maybe after exams, but you know, I found out that some people have this ability from birth, and if they feel negative emotions or danger, then they won't even understand it, but they will still try to do something about it, Kurama. Can you make it simpler? Rio. Exhale. Well, this can be described as a sixth sense, well, or the body can somehow react or consciousness. I didn't read to the end, Kurama. Well, okay, if you want I can help with training. Rio. Thank you. After talking with Kurama, Naruto went down and the two of them, having already had breakfast and trained in the morning, went to the academy. Academy. Naruto. Ni-san, what do you think the exam will be, Rio? Well, I don't know, they can give us everything, it's their decision. Naruto. Yeah, it's a shame we don't know everything in advance. Rio. Ha 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 ha, if we knew then life wouldn't be interesting. Of course life is an obstacle course, sometimes painful and desperate, but at the end of each such obstacle there is a reward for your work. Naruto. Oh, here comes Sasuke. Sasuke, come here. Naruto yelled at Sasuke. Rio. Damn, did he even listen to me? Kurama. No, I don't think so, Rio. Shut up. And now the three of them, Ryo, Naruto and Sasuke reached the academy and entered the classroom where they were waiting. Ryo. Sasuke, I'm never going into class with you again. Sakura and Ino. Sasuke-kun. The girls screamed at their lover. Ryo grimaced because of the noise. He was already tired of hearing the same thing every morning and Sasuke was the one who suffered the most. Sasuke. Believe me, I'm not thrilled either. The guy said and they quickly sat down, but then. Ino. Hey, you two, get out of here and sit somewhere else. Sakura. Don't even dare. Ino. Svenino. I'll sit next to Sasuke. Ryo covered his ears and looked at his brother, who was sitting quietly as if the two of them weren't there. Ryo. Hey Naruto. Naruto. Ryo. Naruto. Naruto. Ah, what is it? Ryo. How are you sitting so calmly? They are yelling so much and you tolerate it. And then Naruto takes the plugs out of his ears and says, Naruto, I'm sorry, what did you say, Ni-san? Ryo. Oh, come on. Naruto. What's wrong? Ryo. Sasuke and I are suffering here and you put plugs in your ears. Naruto. Hee sorry. Naruto answered guiltily, but then Iruka entered the classroom. Iruka. So everyone sit down. Silence and everyone sits in their places. Iruka. Great, as you all know, today is an exam and it will show whether you will become a shinobi or not. The rule is simple. I call the students by name, they in turn come to me and take a paper from me. On the paper is written what technique you need to perform. After that you go to the next class where Mizuki-sensei will be waiting for you and you perform the technique and he will decide whether you passed or not. Did everyone understand everything? Yes. The class said at the same time. Iruka. Great, the first one is. And Iruka began calling the children by name one after another until he called Ryo. Iruka. Uzumaki. Ryo. Ryo. Hi. Ryo got up from his seat and approached Iruka, who in turn pushed the sheet of paper in. Taking the sheet of paper, Ryo read the names of the technique he needed to perform, and left the classroom for the next classroom where Mizuki was waiting for him. Entering the classroom, Ryo saw Mizuki sitting on a chair. Ryo. Greetings, Mizuki-sensei. Mizuki. And Ryo, hello to you, but are you ready to pass the exam and become a ninja? Ryo. Yes, sensei, I'm ready. Should I start? Mizuki. Yes, show me what technique you have. Ryo. The technique of transformation. Mizuki. Great start. Ryo nodded and dealt a combination of seals and transformed into Mizuki. Mizuki. Not bad. Okay, you passed. Congratulations. Here is your armband. You can go and don't forget that tomorrow there will be team formation, so don't be late. Ryo. Okay, sensei. Ryo said and headed towards the exit to wait for Naruto and Sasuke. Half an hour has passed. Ryo. Oh Naruto, you came out, so how did it go? Naruto. Well. Ryo. Well, speak up. Naruto. I failed. Ryo. What? But how did you always do it? Naruto. They said that shadow clones don't count and that normal ones are needed and supposedly that's why I failed. Ryo. Got it, let's wait. Sasuke. Naruto. Okay, Ni-san. After a few minutes, Ryo and Naruto saw Sasuke walking out of the academy with a bandage on his head. Ryo. I see you did well. Sasuke. PFF, and you doubted it. Ryo. Not a drop. Naruto. Well done, Sasuke, I'm glad you passed. Sasuke. Where is your headband? Naruto didn't give it to me. Ryo. You won't believe what they told him. Naruto. They said I failed because I created shadow ones and not normal ones. Sasuke. What? You should have gone straight through. Ryo. Something's not right here. Okay, follow me. Naruto. Where to? Ryo. To Iruka. Naruto. Ryo. No need. So what? I didn't pass. So what? I'll pass next time. Ryo. Quiet. Naruto. This won't work. I won't let you fail when you've done a higher rank technique. Sasuke. Ryo is right. You may be an idiot, but you deserve this headband. Naruto. Hey, I'm not an idiot. Databao. Ryo. Naruto and Sasuke approached Iruka's office and knocked on the door, after which they heard, come in. Ryo. Hello, Iruka-sensei. Iruka. Hi guys, did something happen? Sasuke. Yes, it happened about Naruto's exam. Iruka. What's wrong? Ryo. What's wrong is that when my brother managed to make a technique higher rank he didn't get the headband. Iruka. Naruto. What did you have to do? What technique? Naruto. Clone technique, but I made shadow cones, not normal ones. Iruka. Well, actually, a graduate shouldn't know this technique. Maybe the examiners thought you cheated. Naruto. No, I would never do that. Iruka. Okay, I'll talk to the Hokage, maybe he'll find a solution. Sasuke. What if Naruto shows you a technique, will you let him pass? Iruka. That's an option too. Okay Naruto, if you create 3 shadow columns and bewitch them into me Rio and Sasuke then so be it, I'll give you a headband Naruto, and that's it. Okay. Naruto created 3 clones that turned into Sasuke, Rio and Iruka without problems. Iruka. Great, I'll be waiting for you tomorrow morning for team formation. Naruto, Rio, Sasuke, there's Iruka sensei, they answered in chorus. For tomorrow morning. Kurama. We'll both fall today is an important day. Rio, Naruto. Rio. Aw damn flea bitten, let me sleep. Kurama. But it's 7:30 now, you only have half an hour left. Rio, what? Kurama. Yeah, that's the reaction I expected. Rio jumped out of bed and ran to wake Naruto up. Rio. Naruto, get up urgently, we have half an hour. Naruto. Quadruple A what? How? We'll be late. Rio. Yeah, so let's get going and let's go. In 5 minutes they were already on the road. Rio. Almost everything arrived, everything is fine. Rio spoke with a hint of gusto. Naruto. Yeah phew, I've never run that fast. Naruto spoke with the same shortness of breath. Rio and Naruto entered the classroom and upon seeing Sasuke sat down next to him. Sasuke. Well you idiots, just a little bit more and you wouldn't have made it. Where the hell you were? Rio. Sorry Sasuke, we overslept. Sasuke. Yes I see. Naruto. Hey Rio. Sasuke, do you think we will be on the same team? Rio. Let's hope. Sasuke. I definitely wouldn't want us to have some crazy fan of mine. And then the 3 of them looked at each other. Naruto. Have you thought about Ino and Sakura too? And then they lowered their heads and spoke one word with pain. Yes. Iruka. So everyone sit quietly. Wait. Class fell silent. Iruka. So today you will be divided into teams, but before that I have messages from the Hokage and it glosses in LT. This year there are too many students and therefore it was decided that in each class there will be 1 team with 4 students instead of 3. As always we hope for your understanding in GT. Iruka. That's all, I don't want to listen to questions and indignation, this is the Hokage's direct order, is everything clear? Yes. The whole class answered Iruka. Great, then I'll start. And so Iruka began to name the students and what teams there would be until he reached team number 7. Iruka. So team number 7, it includes 4 students and they are Uzumaki Naruto, Uzumaki Rio, Uchiha Sasuke and Sakura Haruno. What? Commentary on Part 13 Final Exam and Team Formation Number 7. Hello everyone, I'm finally back. I'd like to apologize for the long absence. I had a lot of difficulties at school and especially in my personal life that killed all desire to continue writing. Maybe you noticed that what I wrote turned out worse than the previous parts, and for this I apologize too, but I hope that now everything will be better for me and I hope that I will continue to write. Thank you all for your understanding and I will understand if you are not happy. Well, okay, I hope I explained everything and I hope you liked the new part. Part 14 Meeting the Team Part 1. Commentary on Part 14 Getting to know the team Part 1. Here is the first part of the 14th part. What? Iruka. Come on, be quiet, what are you yelling about? Sakura. Sensei, why do I need to be with these Uzumaki and anyway they will only get in the way? Iruka. Sakura, I advise you not to call your comrades that way who you have to go on missions. And besides, you don't have the right not to follow the Hokage's first order, or am I wrong? Sakura. No sensei, I'm sorry. Iruka. Don't ask me for forgiveness, but ask Rio and Naruto for forgiveness. Sakura. What, ahem. Sakura turned towards the Uzumaki who didn't even pay attention to her. Sakura. I'm sorry. Sakura said in a quiet voice. Rio, Naruto, yeah. Only the brothers answered at the same time. Iruka. Okay then let's continue. After Iruka finished he said one last thing to his class. Iruka. I was glad to learn, teach and show you how to be a ninja, but today you are already merging with ninja and from this day on you will go on missions, gain experience and maybe someday you will become an outstanding ninja and finally you will wait for your sensei here. Good luck to everyone. And after Iruka's speech, he himself left, leaving the teams to get to know each other better. Naruto. Well, Sasuke, we're lucky, we're on the same team. Sasuke, yeah. After 7 teams were left alone. Rio. Sasuke, Naruto, come here for a second. Hearing this, Naruto and Sasuke approached Rio. Naruto. What is Nissan? Rio. It's about the cherry blossoms. Naruto. What's wrong with her? Rio. You watch Naruto yourself. Turning around, Naruto and Sasuke saw Sakura who looks angry but with a hint of sadness. Sasuke. And what do you suggest? Rio. Listen, maybe she's annoying, I'm not afraid to say it, but she's still on our team, maybe we should get to know each other, don't count her. Naruto. I agree with you Ni-san, but to be honest I don't want to do that after she insulted us Sasuke. For the first time in my life, I agree with Naruto. Naruto, what do you mean? Rio. Don't start so quietly. Okay, if you don't want to, then I'll go. Sasuke. As you wish. Rio walked towards the cherry blossoms, and as soon as he approached her, she said angrily, Sakura, what do you want Uzumaki? Rio. So that you calm down first and get to know you better since we are one team then. But Sakura didn't let him finish. Sakura. I don't need your introduction. Sakura yelled at him. Rio. Sakura, I don't need your screams, and in principle you are also on our team. I Naruto and Sasuke could do without you, but orders are orders. I wanted to start with you from scratch, but you don't want that. Then good, then you cannot count on my help at least. Sakura, how are you? Rio. Shut your mouth. Naruto. Wow Ni-san, calm down Rio. Ahem, sorry for yelling, bowed to Rio. Sakura, as befits when Uzumaki wanted to apologize. Sakura. I. Rio. Sakura. Sorry, I regret yelling. Sakura apologized with fear. Rio. Well, this is a start. Sasuke and Naruto came closer and stood behind Rio. Rio. Maybe we should start from scratch now. Rio asked with a smile. Sakura. Yeah, okay. But then the door to the classroom opened and a man with ash blonde hair and a mask hiding his face entered. He looked at the boys and asked, Are you team number 7? In response to his question, he saw only a nod from Rio. Great. I'll be waiting for you on the roof in 5 minutes, the man said and disappeared into a white haze. Rio. Well, okay, let's postpone our conversation for later. Everyone on the roof. Naruto. Hi. Sasuke. Sakura. After the team reached the roof, they saw the same man leaning on the roof ledge and reading an orange book. Oh, so you're already here? Great, you can sit down. Rio and Naruto bowed to this proposal and sat down, and Sasuke and Sakura sat behind them. Okay, as you could already understand that I am your sensei and the team commander. I called you here so that we could all get to know each other better. Well, you can start. Sakura. Sensei, maybe you should start. We don't even know your name. Kakashi. Well, you're right, so my name is Hitaki Kakashi. My interests and goals don't concern you. I like few things, but I'll keep my dream to myself. Well, let's start with you, pink-haired Sakura. My name is Sakura Haruna. My interests are reading and learning new things I love. And my dream. A quick look at Sasuke. Sakura. Although it doesn't matter. Rio. Why you shouldn't cringe to your dreams. Sakura. No, I think I'll keep it to myself. Kakashi. Okay, you're next, Kakashi said, pointing at Sasuke. Sasuke. My name is Uchiha Sasuke. I am interested in training. I like to train with Rio and Naruto. And the goal is to find one person. There is no dream. Kakashi. Okay, now you, pointing at Naruto. Naruto. My name is Uzumaki. Naruto. I love my brother and training with him. And Sasuke, I have few interests, but I have a goal and a dream, but Rio will tell you about it better. Kakashi. Well, okay, I guess you are Rio. Rio. That's right, sensei. My name is Uzumaki. Rio. I love my brother training and learning the rules of the event, etc. Our clan with Naruto's interests are also not enough, but my goal and dream and my brother's is to revive our clan in Konoha. Well, that's all, Kakashi. Great, you seem very interesting to me. Each of you has personal interesting features. My verdict, you are not bad. Sakura. So what should we do now, sensei? Kakashi. We're done here. Come tomorrow at 5 a.m. to training ground number 7 and I'll give you survival tests. And my advice to you is don't have breakfast before exams, otherwise your breakfast will end up out of your stomach again, Kakashi said and disappeared. Naruto. Yeah, I feel like he won't arrive until 5 a.m. Sasuke. You're right, he was late today by 2 or 3 hours. Rio. Okay, let's come to us and get to know each other better, not like here. Naruto. I agree. Rio. Sakura. Sasuke, are you with us? Sasuke. Yes. Sakura. Okay. When the team reached the gates of the Uzumaki quarter, Sakura couldn't believe her eyes. She didn't expect to see the gates painted red like fresh blood and the symbol of a whirlpool that was above the gates. Sakura. Do you live here? Naruto. Yeah, and that's not all. Wait until you see the garden. Rio. Naruto, don't show off. Naruto. Ah, yes, Ni-san. Rio. Sakura, please give me your hand. Sakura. What, why? Rio. Just give it. Sakura gave Rio her hand and he took her hand and drew a seal with the kanji for pass on her palm. Sakura. What is this? Naruto. Don't worry, there is a barrier around our block to protect against uninvited guests, and this is a pass. Sasuke has it too. Rio. But there are barriers in the block itself, but only Naruto and I have access there as heirs of the clan, so if you can't get in somewhere, know about it. Sakura. What? Are you the heirs of your clan? And who is the leader? Rio. I am he. Sakura. What? How? Rio. Let's go inside, I'll tell you on the way. So Rio told Sakura about his childhood with Naruto, about his parents, but he didn't say who they were, but he was silent about many things, not living yet sharing information. While talking, the team reached the house and went into the kitchen. Rio. Naruto, make some tea and I'll get us something to eat. Naruto. There is Ni-san. Rio. Sasuke. Sakura, please sit down, in a couple of minutes everything will be ready. Sasuke. I hope last time doesn't happen again. Naruto. Naruto. Oh come on, it wasn't that bad for you. Sasuke. Sure yeah. Sakura. What happened last time? Rio. Naruto almost burned down the kitchen. Rio replied as he returned with plates of food. Sakura. Really? Rio. Yeah, but thanks to the special seals everything settled down. Sakura. What seals exactly? Rio. You don't know them, this is my development. Sakura. Really? How did you come up with that? Rio. I was just returning home one day and saw black smoke from afar, and I got interested and ran there, and as I thought then, it was a fire, so I rushed to help. A little girl was stuck there and her parents were screaming and calling for help, and so as not to drag out the story, I saved her and then Shinobi came who owned Suyutonum, and then I thought that with the seals you can make a reserve with Vita that is activated when there is a lot of smoke in the house or something is burning. Well, that's all. Sakura. Wow, you're great for coming up with this. Rio. Thank you. Sakura. Naruto. So how about we stop chatting and get down to eating? Rio. Naruto's good idea. After the whole team had satisfied their hunger, Sasuke asked Sasuke, what are we going to do tomorrow for the exam? Kakashi. We need a plan. Rio. You're right, but for that we need to understand how we can work as a team. Naruto. I agree. Ni-san, we won't attack a Jonin as a crowd without a plan. Rio. We need a good and thoughtful plan. Sakura. I have an idea. Commentary on Part 14, Getting to Know the Team. Part 1. Hello everyone, I hope you liked the part. I hope it wasn't too early to reveal Sakura in terms of what she is. Normal. I'm not sure how to explain it, I hope you understood, and as always, if you don't like something, please write comments and negative comments, and I'll try to pay attention to everything. Well, I think that's all, have a good day or night. Part 15, Meeting the Team. Part 2, Survival Test. Commentary on Part 15, Meet the Team. Part 2, Survival Test. Enjoy reading. Rio. We're listening. Sakura. Okay, first let's find out what each of us can do, what abilities and such. Naruto. I agree, then I will begin. I can create shadow clones, I am quite good at throwing weapons, taijutsu, and I can use Fuin for various purposes, such as creating a barrier, explosive seals, or simply paralyzing an opponent. Sasuke. I can use the big fireball and phoenix flower techniques, I also know kenjutsu, weapon throwing, and I'm quite agile. Rio. I can do everything that Naruto can do, but I can also set traps. Sakura. Okay, I can create traps too, and I can also divert attention to myself. Unfortunately that's all I can do that will help in any way. Sakura answered with regret and sadness. Rio. It's nothing to worry about. Sakura, I'm sure you can become better, but for now this is enough for us, at least to show what we're capable of. So the plan is this, Naruto and I send clones to test to set traps, then we wait for Kakashi and the start of the exam, then we split into two groups, me and Sakura and Naruto with Sasuke, Sakura and you and I distract Sensei with us, we will fight in taijutsu. Sakura. But I'm not sure I'll be useful in taijutsu. Rio. Then you will cover me by throwing weapons from afar. Sakura. Got it. Sasuke. What about us? Rio. You attack too, when he's focused on us with Sakurai. Sasuke will attack with a fireball, and Naruto with clones, then Naruto, you put the paralysis seal on Kakashi and we win. Sasuke. How do you even know that we're going to fight him? Rio. I don't know what he's going to do, but we have some kind of plan. Naruto. Okay, it's too late. Naruto said looking at his watch. Naruto. We better go rest before tomorrow. Rio. I agree, Sakura. Sasuke, don't you want to stay with us? Sasuke. I wouldn't mind, that way we can all get up and go to the exam together. Naruto. You're right, Tem. Sakura, what do you say? Sakura. Thank you, of course, but my parents will be angry with me if I don't show up at home. Rio. I see, but what if I say you'll stay? Naruto, or I can send colon. Sakura. Well, of course you can try. Rio. Okay, Naruto. Naruto. Hi, Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. After Naruto created a clone, Sakura gave him the address of her house, and the clone went to carry out his task. Rio. Okay, Sasuke, you've already spent the night with us, so you know what to do. Sasuke. The Uchiha chuckled as he went up to the second floor, and Naruto followed him to his room. Sakura. Where will I sleep? Sakura asked embarrassedly. Rio. Well, you can go to Sasuke hihi. Sakura. What? Sakura blushed, either from anger or embarrassment. Rio. Ha ha ha, yeah, I'm just kidding, Sakura, but honestly. Rio began to whisper to Sakura. Rio. Even a fool can see that you fell in love with him. Sakura just lowered her head in embarrassment. Rio. Don't worry, I'm sure the time will come and you'll be able to get it. Rio winked at her. After the clone returned with the agreement, Rio showed Sakura her room and everyone went to bed. Morning, field site number 7. In the morning in the 7th polygon, 4 teenagers were waiting for their teacher. Fortunately, having noticed how late he was yesterday, team number 7 decided not to listen to the teacher and still have breakfast and come later. The clones had already prepared everything long ago, the traps were set, the team was full of strength and ready for the test. Rio. So, all that's left to decide is who will be our commander for this exam. Anyone interested? Naruto. Ni-san, since you came up with the plan then it has to be you. What do you think, Sasuke? Sakura. Sakura. I think Sasuke-kun should be a commander, he is very calculating. Sasuke. No, Naruto is right, Rio should be the commander, he came up with the plan so he should be the one in command. Rio. Oh okay, everyone agrees with this. Naruto. I'm for it. Sasuke. For. Sakura. Well, then I'm for it too. Rio. Okay, then let's wait for Sensei, or more precisely. Sensei. Come out of the bushes. Sakura. What, Rio? What are you talking about? There's no one here. Kakashi. Wow Rio, I'm amazed, you were able to sense my chakra, didn't you? Rio. Yes Sensei, maybe you can get Sasuke and Sakura wet, but not me and Naruto. Naruto. That's right, Uzumaki are good sensors, if not the best. Kakashi. Okay, enough chatting and let's get down to business. Hi. The genins shouted, showing their readiness. Kakashi. Great, so I have 3 bells, you have to take them from me, you have 2 hours for everything so I would advise you to hurry. Rio. Okay, let's do as we said, let's start. Rio gave the order as captain, and immediately Rio and Sakura began to act. Rio ran up to Kakashi and began to drive Kakashi into the forest, where those same traps were. Sakura did not lag behind and threw kunai towards Kakashi, trying not to hit Rio. Kakashi did not expect such a quick attack and almost lost, but quickly pulled himself together and was able to dodge Sakura's kunai and Rio's fists, but then a large log flew at him, which almost crushed him, but then Kakashi bent over and the log flew over his head. Kakashi. You're not that bad, well done. Rio. Sasuke Naruto now. Unexpectedly for Kakashi, he saw a large fireball that was moving towards him. Rio jumped away from Kakashi so as not to get hit by the technique himself and prepared himself for another attack. Kakashi, having managed to react quickly, released a powerful stream of water that stopped the ball, but before Kakashi could come to his senses, Naruto and Rio's clones immediately managed to hold him in place so that the ninja could not move, and then everyone appeared in front of him. Rio. Naruto, take the bell. Naruto. Hi. Naruto quickly ran up, took the bells and said with a smile. Naruto. FUNN paralysis technique. Kakashi. What is this for? Naruto. For insurance. Rio. So sensei, did we pass your test? Kakashi. You guys are great, I can see that you work well as a team, that's what the test was for, you passed. With a smile that was hidden by a mask on his face. Kakashi. You really are worthy of being genin. Okay Naruto, let me go and we can all go and have lunch, what do you say? Naruto. Yes, we are all for it. Naruto said happily and ran up to Sensei and freed him from the technique. Kakashi. Well that's good, now we can go. Hi. Commentary on Part 15 Meet the Team Part 2 Survival Test. Hello everyone, I hope you liked the new part. I would like to thank you all for 50 likes, I never thought that I would reach such a number. I send you all a big thank you, and it is because of you that I continue to write about this adventure, so see you again and enjoy reading. Part 16. First Serious Mission Part 1. So, Team Number 7, today I am entrusting you with a D-rank mission. You need to train the children at the academy today, since there are few teachers and the academy asked for help and The Hokage began. Hokage-sama, I apologize for interrupting, but I think our team could use a mission of a higher rank, and I think we have proven ourselves enough in 3 months for that. Naruto said with a bow. I agree with my brother, Hokage-sama, and I'm sure Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi-sensei will agree too, Ryo said. Kakashi, what do you think about this? Hiruzen asked. I completely agree with Naruto and Ryo, they are ready for more serious tasks, aren't they Sasuke, Sakura? Kakashi said. Just like Kakashi, Naruto and Ryo responded in agreement. And besides, Hokage-sama, you gave Naruto and me permission to start searching once we become genin, so this is a good opportunity. Ryo said. Okay, I agree, but I will give you a mission no more difficult than rank. See, your mission will be to accompany a bridge builder from the land of waves. Hi, the 7th team answered in chorus. That's good, Lizardman, call Tazuna-san, Hiruzen said. Yes, the fighter answered out of nowhere. A few minutes later there was a knock on the door, and with the Hokage's permission it opened. The man who opened the door wore a straw hat, small glasses, an almost torn green shirt and shorts. Holding a large bottle of sake, he looked at the team that was supposed to accompany him and spoke in a drunken voice. And this is the team that is supposed to accompany me? Tazuna said with a hiccup. Yes, Tazuna-san, this is the team that will accompany you to your destination and protect you. This team includes 2 heirs of the Uzumaki clan, the heir of the Uchiha clan and one of the most skilled kunoichi. I assure you that they will cope with your task. They look like ordinary kids to me. Yes, you are right, Tazuna-san, we are children, but we are also children who can kill you in 1 second without even blinking, so I would advise you to choose your words wisely. Ryo said boldly. How dare you, brat? Tazuna was about to hit Ryo, when suddenly. Don't you dare say that about our clan leader, Naruto said, with a calm tone and holding a kunai to Tazuna's throat. Naruto, stop. Naruto moved away from Tazuna and turned to his brother, bowing to him. Sorry, Ni-san. I forgive you, but be calmer in the future, Tazuna-san is our customer, not our enemy. Yes, Ni-san, Naruto agreed. Everyone in the office was in shock, some less, some more, but Tazuna will definitely not forget the fear he experienced from 1 step to death, and all of this was made to him by a 12-year-old boy. So now that everyone has calmed down, I hope you're ready to move out. Yes, they all said in unison and everyone left the office. So, listen carefully, you have half an hour to prepare, Tazuna-san and I will wait for you at the gate, carry out. Kakashi said. Eat. Half an hour later. So, are you all ready? Kakashi asked. Yes, sensei, by the way, if anyone needs it, Naruto and I can seal a couple of things. Well, if you've already started talking, Sasuke began. With these words, Sasuke gave Naruto and Ryo more sets of kunai. Why else would we need it? The mission isn't that difficult, we might need a couple of bandits and that's it, isn't that right Kakashi-sensei? Naruto said. You're right, but a ninja should always have everything, especially weapons. Sasuke is right here. Ryo saw that the builder was getting nervous and was looking from right to left. Tazuna-san, are you okay? He asked. Why yes, everything is fine, why are you asking? Answered Tazuna. Ryo thought about it. Ryo, there's something he's not telling us, I think you noticed, Kurama said in the boy's head. Yeah, Kurama, that's weird. Can you scan the area? Just in case. Ryo mentally replied to his fox. Of course, if anything happens, I'll let you know, said Kurama. Okay, if everyone is ready, then let's move out, Kakashi announced. The team and their customer started walking towards the land of waves. They walked for a couple of hours, overcoming forests and rivers. Someone was thinking about their own, someone was talking with their teammates, but suddenly. Ryo, I sense a very weak chakra, 100 meters away from you, the fox said in Ryo's head. Got it, thank you, Kurama. Stop, said Uzumaki Sr. What is Ryo? Kakashi asked warily. I feel chakra, 100 meters away from us. I feel it too, Naruto said. I don't feel anything, maybe you imagined it. Kakashi clarified. No, it's definitely a chakra, I can't say whether it's selenium or not, but I think it's better to go check. Okay, I'll listen to you, Hatake began. Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura, stay here, Ryo and I will go check. Be careful, Sakura said. Ryo and Kakashi started running towards the place where they felt chakra. When they got there, they both saw a strange puddle of water. It's strange, there was no rain here, Kakashi began, but Ryo didn't let him finish his scream. Sensei, lie down. Reacting quickly, Kakashi lay down on the ground and saw a kunai flying over him. Wow, I usually don't miss, but oh well, it's not a problem anyway, a voice said from behind. You, Gozu, you're one of the demon brothers, what do you want? Kakashi asked. Nothing special, just give us this builder and we won't touch you. Sorry, but no, we have a mission, so you can't do without fighting, said Hitaki. To you, and I'm here alone. What, where is your brother? He probably went to pick up Tazuna-san, Ryo suggested. You're insightful, kid, not like your sensei ha ha ha. Ryo, run to the guys, I'll sort this out. Says sensei. No, I won't leave you, and besides, they'll cope. I hope. Okay, then. And then Kakashi threw a kunai towards Gozu, and Ryo created 5 clones that rushed to attack. Gozu dodged Kakashi's kunai, and, taking out his own, began to defend himself from Ryo's clones, which was of no use. Is that all? I'm disappointed, the demon said. Ryo showed the seal with one hand, saying. The seal of paralysis. What? Why can't I move? What did you do? This is a paralysis seal, it allows you to immobilize the enemy and end the fight quickly. Well done, Ryo, now let's hurry to the others, and seal it if you can. No problem, Ryo said, and, having sealed Gozu, they ran back. When they returned, they saw Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura, who had already finished the fight. Are you okay? Ryo asked them. Yes, everything is fine, Tazuna-san is safe, and the ninja who called himself Mozu has been neutralized, Sasuke answered Ryo's question. Okay, is anyone hurt? Kakashi asked them. Well, except for Naruto, who Mozu hit in the stomach, but there's nothing serious about that, Sakura answered. Okay, then you can rest while I get information from the brothers, Kakashi replied, clearly not pleased. Naruto, how are you? Ryo asked his brother. Everything is fine, I don't feel anything anymore, how am I? I'm not dying, and that's good, Ryo said with a smile. Yeah, that's true, Naruto answered with the same smile. So, Tazuna-san, do you know why the renegade ninja decided to attack you? Commentary on Part 16, First Serious Mission Part 1. Hello everyone, here is the new chapter, I hope you liked it, don't forget to like, comment and wait. Part 17 First Serious Mission Part 2. No, I don't know, said Tazuna. Yes, well, I know, Kakashi suddenly said. And what's there? Ryo asked. The brothers were hired by someone named Gato, this is not a C-rank mission, but at least an A-rank mission, so what? Will you explain to us, Tazuna-san, what the problem is or not? I paid you, I don't have to tell you anything, your job is to complete the task, without unnecessary questions, Tazuna tried to excuse himself. You may not have noticed, Tazuna-san, but you paid for A, C, and not an A, you could have paid the required amount for a full-fledged shinobi, not a genin. I'm taking a big risk, since my students could get hurt, so explain yourself. Kakashi said firmly and menacingly. Okay, I get it, the thing is that Gato has captured our city and does whatever he wants, the problem is that the bridge I'm building will really interfere with his plans, so he wants to get rid of me. Please help us, the amount I paid is all we have. Tazuna lowered his head. Kakashi-sensei, Naruto began the conversation. We have to help them. Yes, it's dangerous, but we can handle it, right, guys? Naruto asked the others. Naruto is right, we should help them. I'm in favor, Sakura agreed. I have to agree with Naruto, this time he is right. Sasuke also agreed. Naruto began to get indignant. I also agree with my brother, Kakashi-sensei, Ryo said. I knew it wouldn't be easy with you. Kakashi exhaled. Okay, I'll have to agree, but you'll listen to me, okay? Hi, the team responded in chorus. Team 7 and Tazuna began their journey. They walked for a couple of hours until at some point Naruto heard a strange rustling in the bushes. Throwing a kunai in that direction, he hurried there to see if he was right. Naruto, what's wrong with you? Sakura asked him displeased. I heard a strange rustling in the bushes. Running up to that place, Naruto saw a white hair trembling with fear. After taking him and calming him down, he returned to the group. So what's up, Naruto? Ryo asked. Just a hair, Naruto replied, showing a white hair. Since when have there been white hairs in the land of fire? Ryo thought. This is very strange, be on guard. Kakashi answered. Sensei, maybe I should make a column, so that he can check the situation ahead. Sensei Ryo asked. Okay, Ryo, make a clone, and we'll wait here until we know the route is safe. Gave the command to Kakashi. Hi. When Ryo created a clone, Kakashi began giving commands to set up camp. So everyone to me. Tazuna-san, you can rest for now. Sakura, your task is to guard Tazuna-san together with Sasuke. Naruto and Ryo, your task is to get more food and water. Our supplies may not be enough. You both have an hour, can you handle it? In an hour? Naruto, do you think we can do it in half an hour? Ryo asked his brother with a smile. Certainly. Naruto replied with the same smile. So, let's run. Ryo said enthusiastically, and both brothers disappeared. Damn, I don't understand, sometimes they are so serious and sometimes. Sakura grumbled. Yes, I agree with you, maybe I know them better than you, but I still can't get used to them. Sasuke answered. That's because they are Uzumaki. Kakashi said suddenly. What do you mean, sensei? Sakura asked. Well, to put it briefly, representatives of their clan have always been famous for their strange character. And what does this mean? Sasuke asked, clearly with interest. Their character depends on many factors. For example, if the Uzumaki are in a dangerous situation like a battle, for example, most of them will be cold-blooded, and will not do stupid things, and so on. And by the way, my advice to you, do not anger them, and especially the Uzumaki women. Kakashi said, clearly remembering something from the past. And how do you know so much? Sakura asked. Well, I have a lot of personal experience in this. Kakashi said with a hint of fear, remembering something of his own again. Half an hour later, we're back. Naruto shouted as he carried bottles of fresh water and Ryo a couple of scrolls. Great, so are you all ready? Kakashi asked. Everyone responded with consent and set off on their journey. They walked for a couple of hours until a strange fog appeared, as if from nowhere. It surprised everyone, but they did not get confused. Everyone be on guard. Everyone, guard Tazuna-san all around. Kakashi gave the command. Team 7 began to guard the customer, Naruto in front, Sakura on the left, Sasuke on the right and Ryo behind. Suddenly, a huge sword flew towards Kakashi, but it didn't hit him because he was able to dodge it. The sword got stuck in the tree, and suddenly a strange man with bandages on his face appeared on the hilt of the sword. Stop. You, Momochi Zabuza, one of the 7 swordsmen of the mist. Kakashi said in surprise. Oh, so you know me, I'm flattered. Zabuza answered. What are you doing here? Kakashi asked. Isn't it obvious? I came for the bridge builders. I see that Mozu and Gozu couldn't handle it, but I'm not surprised, because in front of me stands the copy ninja himself, Hatake Kakashi. Kakashi began to attack Zabuza without warning, taking out a kunai and lifting the eye patch that was hiding the ninja's left eye, revealing a closed eye with a scar on it. Since you are my opponent, I will not hold back. Having said this, Kakashi opened his eye. What? This is not possible. Sasuke said angrily. Sasuke, now is not the time for this, calm down. Protect Tazuna-san. Crap. Sasuke tsked. In Kakashi's left eye, a Sharingan with 3 tomoe was visible. Don't even think that I will retreat, Zabuza. Kakashi said, looking at Zabuza. Then I'll have to kill you. Zabuza said and created a water clone, which ran towards the genin, and the real Zabuza began to fight Kakashi. Sasuke, create a fireball, and distract him, Ryo said. Understood, Sasuke answered. After Sasuke created a fireball, Ryo continued. Sakura, be ready and guard Tazuna-san, my and Naruto's clones will help you. Why yes. Sakura answered. Naruto, create clones and prepare chakra blocking seals. Okay Ni-san. So, let's begin. Commentary on Part 17 First Serious Mission Part 2. Hello everyone, here is the new chapter. I hope you liked it. I want to note that part, for me personally, did not come out as I would have liked, since I watched this part of the anime a long time ago, so there may be mistakes, but I tried to avoid them and will continue to try. So if you are not satisfied with this chapter, I can always rewrite it. Don't forget to like and wait. See you soon. Part 18 First Serious Mission Part 3. So, let's begin. He gave the command to Ryo, and immediately created 20 clones, and after his brother and Naruto, he created his own, also 20 clones. Ryo looked at Sasuke. He was a little exhausted after using the fireball for quite a long time, but he didn't show it. Sasuke, were you able to dispel the clone? Ryo asked, to which Sasuke replied that no, since the clone had managed to hide in the ground. Everyone be on guard, he may show up in. But Ryo didn't have time to finish speaking, as he dodged the kunai thrown at him. Ha, you're not bad brats, especially the three of you. The Zabuza clone suddenly said, pointing at Ryo, Naruto and Sasuke. To make 20 clones at your age, and shadow ones at that. It's obvious that you're Uzumaki, and your hair color confirms it. And you're an Uchiha, a fireball. Not bad, you really surprised me. Stop chatting, Sasuke shouted. Stop talking and fight. Sasuke, now is not the time for pathos, you need to think with a cool head, not a hot one. Ryo responded to Sasuke's scolding. But Sasuke didn't listen. He rushed towards the clone with a kunai, trying to stab him with the cold blade, but to no avail. Sasuke, no. Naruto, Sakura and Ryo screamed, trying to stop him. Damn, Naruto, quickly, where are the seals? We're ready, Ni-san. Naruto answered his brother, performing the same seals. Help Sakura, and I'm Sasuke, take Tazuna-san to a safe place. But what about you and Sasuke, we can't abandon you. Don't worry, Sasuke and I will figure it out, if anything happens, tell you know who, and he will tell me. XO, okay. Agreed with his older brother Naruto. Ryo, you better come back alive, said Sakura. Don't worry, nothing will happen to your precious, Sasuke-kun. Ryo teased her with a smile and disappeared. Idiot. Sakura, now is not the time, let's run. Tazuna-san, you are with us. Naruto and Sakura took Tazuna and disappeared from the battlefield as quickly as possible, and Ryo rushed to help Sasuke. Sasuke, calm down. Damn, what do you want? Sasuke answered him, exhausted, as soon as he was able to separate himself from Zabuza. Take a rest, I'll take care of it. Are you crazy? Ha. Maybe so, but I have a couple of aces up my sleeve. Ryo replied with a smile, while at the same time preparing the kunai and seals that Naruto gave him. Well kid, what are you? But before Zabuza could finish, Ryo immediately ran towards his target. Swinging a kunai, Ryo tried to stick it into the clone so that it would disperse, but to no avail. Zabuza dodged all the attacks, and Ryo did not stop attacking him. At one point, Ryo was able to get behind Zabuza, but Zabuza noticed this and turned around and thrust his sword into Ryo. Ryo started coughing up blood. Ryo, no. Sasuke screamed in anger, but Ryo only grinned. Oh, I feel sorry for the boy, he would have been a good shinobi. But then Zabuza's clone developed, and in the place where Ryo's body should have been, a log appeared. Of course I didn't expect that he would be able to catch me, but it's good that I was on the safe side. What, Ryo? Sasuke asked, not understanding. Everything is fine Sasuke, we won, by the way, you have beautiful eyes. What? Ha ha ha, I was joking, but seriously, your Sharingan has awakened. Having said this, Ryo extended his hand to help Sasuke stand up. What, are you serious? Sasuke asked, not believing Ryo. Yeah, with one tomo. Ryo confirmed. I see, that means I did it. I'm happy for you. Stop, Kakashi. Ryo immediately remembered, grabbed Sasuke, and ran to check how their sensei was doing. When they found Kakashi, they saw that he was in a water bubble. Damn, Sasuke, we need to do something, Kakashi might suffocate. What do you suggest? Sasuke asked. We have advantages, he didn't notice us, and the fog also hides us, so we'll attack unexpectedly, I'll distract him and he'll have to interrupt the technique to defend himself. Ryo answered. Okay, but what are we going to do if he makes another clone? We barely managed to cope with one. Sasuke asked a logical question. Then if so, you'll either have to engage in combat, which I don't recommend, or try to sneak up from behind and use this seal. Ryo told him all the options and gave Sasuke the necessary piece of paper with a seal. What is she doing? Sasuke asked. She blocks the chakra, that's how we defeated the clone. I understand. Great, then. Ryo took out a kunai, took aim and threw it at Zabuza, who dodged at the last moment. Ryo, realizing that he couldn't hit the target from far away, decided to appear in front of him. Oh, so you're the kid, and I didn't expect you to still be alive. While Zabuza was speaking, Rio could see Kakashi in a water ball behind him, trying to tell him to get out of there, but Rio kept stalling for time. Wow, and I thought that you were also worth something, even your clone couldn't cope with a bunch of genin, to be honest I'm disappointed. Rio made fun of him. Oh, so you're trying to provoke me, brat, I'm not a genin anymore and I know how to keep my emotions to myself, so you won't succeed. I didn't want to provoke you, I was just stalling for time. What? Zabuza asked, not understanding. Well done Sasuke, you didn't even use the seal. As soon as Rio said this, Sasuke immediately brought the kunai closer to Zabuza's throat. Let go of Kakashi. The young Uchiha demanded. Haha, not bad for brats, I underestimated you. Having said this, Zabuza stopped the technique. Kakashi began to cough and greedily swallow fresh and much needed oxygen. Rio, paralyze him, Kakashi said in a hoarse voice. Yes, sensei. But as soon as Rio started to move, Senbons flew at Zabuza, which stuck into his neck, and then he fell to the hard ground. Then, a strange shinobi with a mask on his face landed next to Rio. Hello, Leaf Shinobi, you helped me a lot in catching this fugitive. From the symbol on his mask, it was clear that the strange shinobi belonged to the village of Fog. Who are you? Sasuke asked while preparing his kunai. Calm down, Sasuke, Rio, this shinobi is not a threat to us. Are you sure sensei? Rio asked him. Your sensei is right, I am not your enemy, my job is to find traitors to our village and return their bodies to their homeland. I had been chasing him for a couple of weeks until you showed up and stopped him. I'm sorry you suffered because of him. On behalf of the entire village of Fog we thank you for helping us catch the fugitive. Having said this, the shinobi bowed in confirmation of his words. We are glad that we helped you. Rio responded with a bow as well. Okay, then I'll take it. If you need help then. Tried to suggest Rio, but was interrupted by a shinobi. There is no need for that, you have helped enough. The masked shinobi approached the swordsman's body, took it, and disappeared. Kurama, where are Naruto, Sakura and Tazuna-san now? Rio asked mentally. They are now 200 meters away from you. Kurama reported. Okay, thanks Kurama. Rio thanked his friend. Okay, now that this is behind us, we can continue our journey. And where are Naruto and Sakura with Tazuna? I told them to hide Tazuna-san in a safe place. Answered Sensei Rio's question. Okay, we need to find them, let's go. Okay Sensei, Sasuke, are you okay? Rio asked. Yes, everything is fine. Well then in. Kakashi wanted to say, but suddenly he began to fall, but he did not reach the ground because Sasuke and Rio were able to prevent this by catching the sensei. Damn, so what now? Sasuke asked, not quite. And now, we find the others and head to Tazuna's house. Rio answered. Okay, but you're dragging Kakashi. Yeah, no problem. Rio replied with a smile. Let me guess, you'll put it in print. You guessed it. Commentary on Part 18 First Serious Mission Part 3. Well, I finally wrote it. Wow, I didn't expect that at the moment of writing this comment there would be 14 waits and 69 likes. I was stunned. Thank you guys, you are simply the best and motivate me again and again. I hope you like the new part. Don't forget the likes and comments. Enjoy reading everyone. Part 19 First Serious Mission Part 4. Oh, damn, where am I? Kakashi said in a hoarse voice. The whole body hurt, arms, legs, but the place where you could feel the pain more was the eye, after long use of the Sharingan. Good morning sensei. Sakura wished and immediately called the others. Rio, Naruto, Sasuke-kun, sensei is awake. After Sakura called the boys, the sound of footsteps could be heard, rapidly approaching the place where Kakashi was. The door to the room opened, allowing Rio, Naruto, and Sasuke to enter. Good morning sensei. Rio and Naruto said at the same time, and Sasuke just chuckled. Yeah, same to you, where are we anyway? Asked a still sleepy Kakashi. We are at Tazuna-san's house. Sasuke answered the question asked. I see, but how did you get here? And how long was I out? Rio sealed you in a scroll, and then he and Sasuke found me, Naruto, and Tazuna, and then we got here. And you were out for about 2 days, we got here yesterday evening. Answered questions from Kakashi, Naruto and Sakura. I see, well, are you all okay? Kakashi asked. Don't worry sensei, everything is fine with us and Tazuna-san, Rio answered. I'm glad, okay, I have to get up. Are you sure, sensei? Maybe you should lie down a little longer, Sakura asked. Don't worry, The seal that Kakashi-sensei was in restores chakra and strength. Naruto answered. Thank you, but I'm afraid I have bad news, Kakashi said in an anxious voice. What are you talking about? Sasuke asked. Zabuza didn't die. What? But how? That shinobi from the fog killed him. Rio and I saw it. You're right, but I noticed that he used senbons, and these weapons are not lethal. Then why didn't he use another weapon? Sakura asked. Because they are on the same page. Rio and Naruto answered at the same time. You were right, with senbon you can only stun or paralyze, confirmed Kakashi. Okay, there's nothing we can do about it, we need to continue protecting Tazuna-san. But then there was a knock on the door, and after a few moments, the door opened. Good morning everyone, I'm sorry to bother Kakashi-san, but I came to tell you that breakfast is ready, the young woman spoke. Thank you, you can call me Tsunami. Thank you for your hospitality Tsunami, we will be happy to come down, Kakashi said with a smile under his mask. No need for gratitude, you still saved my father. Tsunami said with the same smile. Okay, guys, everyone go downstairs and have breakfast, you'll need your strength today. We will continue training sensei. Rio asked. Yes Rio, but I'll tell you all the details from the outside. Hi. Everyone answered and went downstairs. Oh, Kakashi-san, are you feeling okay about yourself already? Asked Tazuna. Yes, Tazuna-san, thanks to you and my guys, I'm back in action, Kakashi answered with a smile under his mask. Well, I'm glad, I hope you're hungry, because my daughter cooked too much here. Tazuna said, scratching the back of his head. Thank you, I'm literally dying of hunger. Kakashi answered. Everyone sat down at the table, there were different dishes on the table and everyone ate and talked about their own things, except for one. Inari, why aren't you eating? Tsunami suddenly asked her son. No appetite. He answered her gloomily. Rio, hearing him, tried to help his mother and tried to persuade him. Inaria, but if you don't eat properly, you won't grow up and you won't be strong enough to, shut up. The Inari shouted. Everyone stared at him, not understanding why Inari did this. You ninja think you know everything, you know nothing, you grew up with parents or a clan, you had everything, but you don't even know what we experience here in this country, what I experience and, shut up. Suddenly Rio shouted, you could feel the pressure in the air from his anger, and then Rio began to speak. Do you think that you are the most unhappy? That everything revolves around you? That only you know that this is pain? Cracks appeared on the glass that Rio was holding. I'll tell you what, brat, my brother and I saw things in our early years that no child should see. We were humiliated, beaten, kicked, and even on our birthday they tried to kill us. You're saying that we have a family or a clan? Well, I'll tell you what, our parents were killed when we were born, and the clan was destroyed before we were even born, and my brother and I are the only ones from our clan in our village, so don't you dare talk to me about things that you yourself don't understand. And out of anger, Rio left the house, closing the door with a bang, and Inari went up to the second floor. After a few seconds of amusement, Naruto stood up from the table and spoke. I think I'll go after him, I apologize on behalf of my brother, I understand if you hold a grudge against us, we will atone for our behavior. Naruto bowed to Tazuna and Tsunami, and suddenly Tsunami spoke. There is no need to change, your brother is not guilty of anything, and you forgive my son. A couple of events happened in our family that changed the Inari. She answered and went to the kitchen. Meanwhile, Rio left the house and headed into the forest to find a place to meditate. He loved them because he could switch off from the world and think about his actions, the future or just calm down, and that's what he wanted now. Finding a quiet place, Rio sat down and began to meditate, when suddenly. Wow Rio, I didn't expect you to explode like that, you're usually calm. Kurama, I don't have time for this now. I understand you're angry, but even Naruto didn't react like that, and you know him, he can say anything, accidentally or not, but you didn't expect it. Rio exhaled. I know, me too, apparently no matter how I try to observe the etiquette and behavior of the head of the clan, I still remain a child. Well, to be honest, I don't understand much about all this, but believe me, everything will be fine. After all, you have a brother, a team, and of course I am the great Kyuubi no Yoko, ha 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 yeah, really great. Oh, shut up, don't you dare laugh at me. Ha 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 okay, thanks for cheering me up Kurama. Contact me, by the way, Naruto asks where you are. Tell him that I am in the forest in a clearing, he will find me by chakra. A few minutes later, Naruto found Rio. Hello Ni-san, how are you? Naruto asked his brother. Better. I'm sorry I lost my temper, although it's not you I need to ask. Everything is fine, they are not angry. Naruto replied with a smile. Okay, time to go home. You're right Ni-san, let's go. Commentary on Part 19 First Serious Mission Part 4. Well, hi, yes I know that the parts haven't come out for a long time and the number of people waiting has exceeded my request, but I had my last tests and still this is more important, but now I will have a little more free time, and I hope it will be so. Well I hope you liked this mini chapter, don't worry I'll try to finish with this arc, but personally I think that this is if not an important then a necessary arc. If you don't agree with me you can skip a couple of nuances, like for example training, but write comments guys, so that I know what you like best. Well, I think I said everything, I hope you liked it, like the comments and wait for everyone, bye. Part 21st Serious Mission Part 5. Commentary on Part 21st Serious Mission Part 5. Hello guys, I remind you to write comments, it helps me a lot, motivates me and helps me understand what you like and what you don't. Okay, you get the gist, enjoy reading everyone. Ryo and Naruto walked towards Tazuna's house. When they reached it, Ryo knocked on the door, and Tsunami opened it for them. Ah, Tsunami-san, I would like to apologize for my behavior, I behaved indecently rudely and I would like to apologize. Everything is fine, your anger is completely justified, I would like to ask for your forgiveness. She responded with Tsunami. No, everything is fine, there is no need for this, Ryo answered. Okay then, come in, your team is waiting for you, Tsunami replied with a smile. Ryo and Naruto went up to the second floor where their team was waiting for them. So Ryo, is everything okay? Kakashi asked him. Yes, sensei, I'm sorry I reacted that way. There's nothing to worry about, the main thing is that you understood your mistakes, so everyone get ready, we'll start training, I'll be waiting for you outside. Sensei but what exactly are we going to do? I'll tell you there. Having said this, Kakashi disappeared. A few minutes later the team was ready and already standing in line waiting for Kakashi's command. So today we will learn how to climb a tree without hands. Ah, just like the ninjas in our village, I saw several of them doing it, on the training fields, Sakura said with a thoughtful face. You're right Sakura, that's exactly it, but who among you knows how to do it? Kakashi asked a question. Naturally with the help of chakra, even an idiot like Naruto should know about this, Hyura answered Sasuke teasing Naruto. What? Come on, repeat it to the topic, and LT, here we go again and GT, Sakura and Ryo thought. I said you're an idiot, are you also deaf? Ryo is already fed up with everything, fed up with their quarrels every time there is a training session. Ryo looked at Sakura, she noticed this and raised an eyebrow, and Ryo just winked at her. So, enough, I'm tired of your quarrels, Naruto, you come with me, Sasuke and Sakura, let's split up so there won't be any problems with you. Ryo commanded angrily. Ahem, it's of course good that you're trying to try out the role of a commander, but it's still too early for you, Ryo, Kakashi said with a smile under his mask. Ah, yes, of course sensei, sorry, Ryo rubbed the back of his head guiltily. But the idea is better. What? But, tried to revive Naruto. Naruto, nothing stops me from telling you this personally, not as a brother but as a leader, won't you listen to me? With a cold look and voice, Ryo asked his brother. No of course Ni-san. Naruto answered with fear. That's great, so let's get started then, Ryo said more cheerfully. Great, then, Sasuke and Sakura, go there, and Ryo and Naruto there, Kakashi told them, pointing at two opposite sides. After the training began, not even 10 minutes had passed before Sakura had already managed to master Kakashi's training. Naruto, Ryo and Sasuke were shocked, although Sasuke did not show it, and when Ryo and Naruto asked how she was able to do this, Sakura decided to refuse to give an answer. No, figure it out yourself. She answered with a victorious smile. Well Sakura, since you've figured out how to walk on vertical surfaces, you can go and help guard Tazuna-san, I'll go with you, and you guys, continue, and I don't want to see you on the bridge until you master this training, and if one of you does, don't you dare tell the others, do you understand? Hi sensei. 3 guys answered. Several hours passed, but none of the guys could cope. XO, I'm so tired of it all. Sasuke got angry. Sasuke stop whining, Naruto said in response. Well, let's do it again. I tried to tell Sasuke but I couldn't, my mouth seemed to be closed and didn't want to open. Well, That's it, you've finally gotten on my nerves. Ryo said suddenly. No, Ni-san, no need. Naruto spoke fearfully, ready to run as fast as he could. No, Naruto, yes it should. Ryo tried to use the FUNN seal on Naruto, but he started to run away, when suddenly, Ryo and Sasuke looked at Naruto in shock. Why are you looking at me like that? Naruto asked. Look where you are standing. Ryo answered him. And then Naruto noticed that he was standing on a tree with the help of chakra. Wow, I did it. I finally did it. Haha, congratulations brother, and all you had to do was threaten me with FUNN, maybe you should start doing it all the time, Ryo asked. Hey, Ni-san, you're kidding, right? Yes, of course, maybe you'll get down. And show us how to do it? Ryo asked. Okay, Ni-san. Naruto answered and climbed down from the tree. Ni-san, maybe it's better to free Sasuke first. Ryo looked at Sasuke, and his gaze screamed that he wanted to kill him, well, figuratively speaking of course. Okay, but let's not quarrel. 2 weeks later. After everyone knew how to walk on surfaces, 2 weeks passed, and the construction of the bridge was already nearing completion. Well, Tazuna-san, the construction is almost finished, are you happy? Sakura asked. To be honest, I'm a little worried. And why? Sakura asked. Because of Gato, he hasn't been active for a very long time, this is alarming. Don't worry, Tazuna-san, my guys will be able to help and protect you. Yes, you helped me a lot in the construction, the clones of your students helped a lot, if it weren't for them we wouldn't have done half of it. He thanked Tazuna, when suddenly Ryo ran up to him. Tazun-san, my brother and I have finished bringing materials, maybe I should help you with the construction. No need Ryo, if everything goes smoothly, we'll be done in a few days. But as soon as Tazuna answered Uzumaki's question, suddenly a thick fog appeared out of nowhere. What's going on here? Tazuna asked, not understanding. Tazuna-san, stay near me and don't go anywhere, Kakashi said. The fog became increasingly difficult to see. Ryo, where are the others now? They must be together, and somewhere on the bridge. Okay, the main thing is that they are together and not separated, Kakashi answered. Sensei, what should we do? Ryo immediately asked his sensei. Make clones to protect Tazuna-san and so that they can find the guys, can you handle it? Certainly. Ryo replied as he created 10 clones, 5 of them searching for the others, and the other 5 stayed behind to help Kakashi protect the bridge builder. A couple of minutes passed when suddenly they saw a clone of Ryo with Sakura. Sakura, where are Naruto and Sasuke? Kakashi asked. I don't know, because of this fog I lost them, and then I came across Ryo's clones and they transferred me to you. Oh, don't worry, they're fine for now. Suddenly, Zabuza's voice was heard from nowhere. What did you do to them? Kakashi shouted into the air. Me, nothing, but my assistant can, ha ha ha, come out coward. And tell me where my brother and Sasuke are, Ryo got angry. As you wish, boy. Zabuza said mockingly, as suddenly he found himself right in front of Kakashi and Ryo. Kakashi immediately lifted the headband, revealing the Sharingan. Kakashi, your eye won't save you, I don't fall into the same tricks twice, we'll see about that. Kakashi said. Damn, tell me where they are. My assistant is having fun with them, but I didn't come here to talk. Having said this, Zabuza began the fight. Running up to them, he swung his sword, Kakashi managed to parry the blow, and Ryo began to attack him with all his might, creating 10 clones. Sakura, protect Tazuna-san. Kakashi shouted. Yes sensei. Sakura shouted back. Ryo, calm down, everything is fine with them, Naruto told me that he and Sasuke are fighting with that ninja that you saw a couple of days ago, Kurama mentally reported. Okay, but that doesn't change anything, we need to help them. Ryo answered in his mind in the same way. All of Ryo's clones disappeared due to Zabuza's skill with a sword. Kakashi and Ryo attacked him together, not allowing him to get his bearings, but suddenly Zabuza managed to separate, taking advantage of the opportunity. Zabuza decided to attack Tazuna. Zabuza crossed Sakura without difficulty, which gave him the opportunity to complete his mission, when suddenly Kakashi said. Summoning technique. After this, Zabuza was captured by the huge dog summoned by Kakashi. Sakura, come here with Tazuna-san, Ryo shouted. Kakashi-sensei, we need to find Naruto and Sasuke quickly, Ryo continued. You're right, we need. Ha ha ha, do you think they are still alive? How naive, my student Haku has already taken care of them. But before Zabuza could answer, the air around him suddenly became heavy, preventing others from moving from the fear they felt, and Rio suddenly grabbed his stomach. Aga! Rio screamed from the burning pain in his stomach. The pain was unbearable, as if his whole body was burning alive with a burning fire that devours you from the inside. From afar, a red glow could be seen. It was the chakra of the 9 tails. Rio, what's wrong with you? The first one who managed to pull himself together was Kakashi. I don't know. But after a few minutes of pain, it subsided, just like the red chakra in the distance. But as soon as it disappeared, Rio did not move, lying on the floor of the bridge. Once everyone calmed down, Kakashi, Sakura and Tazuna ran towards Rio. Sensei, what's wrong with Rio? Sakura asked worriedly. Kakashi walked up to Rio and checked his pulse. There is a pulse and he is breathing, Kakashi said with relief. Glory to you. Sakura and Tazuna responded with the same relief. We need to find Naruto and Sasuke. Kakashi said as suddenly Naruto appeared from afar dragging Sasuke behind him. Naruto. Sasuke-kun, you're okay. The cherry blossom called out to them joyfully. But suddenly, behind them, Kakashi noticed the figure of a man and shouted. Naruto. Behind. Kakashi wanted to vomit the kunai, but Naruto stopped him. Everything is fine, sensei, he is with us. A shinobi appeared behind Naruto, holding his injured arm. Haku, what are you doing? Why are you taking it off? Suddenly Zabuza asked a question. Zabuza-san, we lost, you have to accept it. What? Don't you dare talk about losing. I didn't teach you for nothing. Why didn't you kill them? Because Naruto helped me understand that I don't have to serve anyone, I am free to choose and make my decisions, and not as you taught me. So this is how you repaid me. By betraying me. No, Haku didn't betray you, he's still in your country, and that's why he wants to help you understand your mistakes. He told me about his past and yours. You could do other things and not make contracts with liars. What do you even understand, brat? You don't even know why I'm doing this. I know you were raised to be a killing machine, but the question is, do you want to live like that? After a short pause, Zaruba decided to answer. No, I didn't want it that way, and I don't want Haku to grow like that. I always thought that the customers like Gato were wrong, but I didn't see another option. Well, what will you decide to do? I don't even know, Zabuza answered. Oh, what a dilemma, how pathetic you are. Suddenly a voice was heard from far away, and it turned out to be Gato. You have disappointed me, Zabuza, very much, although even if otherwise I still would not have paid you. Now that you are not in the game, I will be able to kill you all, and my people will help me with this. Gato said with a smile. Don't even think about it, I'll stop you personally. Suddenly Zabuza said. Zabuza, are you sure? Kakashi asked. Yeah, hey kid. Zabuza turned to Naruto. Give me your kunai, and Haku, don't even think about climbing. Haku nodded and Naruto gave the kunai to Zabuza. Without further ado, Zabuza entered the battle. Kakashi-sensei, maybe we should help him, Sasuke suddenly asked. No, we better take care of Rio. Believe me, the one who definitely doesn't need help is Zabuza-san, said Haku. Sensei, what happened to my brother? He doesn't look injured. We don't know, he suddenly grabbed his stomach and started screaming, Sakura reported. If it helps, I'm not that bad at a renjutsu, reported the hack. Thank you. Naruto thanked him. After a few minutes of healing, Rio opened his eyes and saw Haku in front of him. Ha, who are you, Dateban? Rio suddenly asked after he woke up. Ni-san, how are you? I'm fine, but how are you and Sasuke? And what's going on there anyway? Rio asked, pointing at Zabuza, who was covered in blood. Don't worry, we'll tell you somehow, Kakashi said with a smile. I see that you're already up, boy, how do you feel? Suddenly, covered in blood, Zabuza asked. He seems to be okay, why aren't we fighting? Haha, don't worry, I've rethought my interests. Okay, explain everything later. So what now, sensei? Now, I need to talk to you, Zabuza suddenly said in a serious tone. And what then? Kakashi asked. Gato has a headquarters, or rather had one, where you can find a lot of supplies and money, but that's not the most important thing. And what is this? Sasuke asked. Zabuza looked at Rio and Naruto and continued. You are Uzumaki, right? Yes, what are you getting at? Rio asked seriously. I know what happened to your clan, and I can help you. And how so? Naruto asked. Gato had slaves from your clan, 3 children, Uzumaki. Commentary on Part 21st Serious Mission Part 5. Hello everyone, here is the 20th part. I hope you liked it and you will rate it with a like and comments. To be honest, I don't think the ending turned out the way I would like, but I will leave the criticism to you, and I hope that you will help me improve my FIC. Well, see you soon dear readers, and don't forget to comment and like, it helps me a lot. Well, until the new chapter, guys. Part 21 First Clanmates Found. Commentary on Part 21 First Clanmates Found. Here is the new part. I hope you like it. Enjoy reading. What? Everyone asked in surprise. How is this possible, and how do you know this? Kakashi asked in amazement. Gato found them not far from here. I don't know exactly, but I know this because he just screamed with joy as soon as he caught them. Zabuza answered. Rio and Naruto were shocked. Finally their work was justified, and this means that if this is true, then there are others. So what are you going to do? Zabuza asked both brothers. Everyone looked at them and waited for an answer. Kakashi-sensei, I know that our mission is not over, and we have to help with the construction of the bridge but Kakashi didn't let Rio finish, interrupting him. Don't even think about asking, I give permission, but Rio, you just woke up, and we don't even know why you passed out. Are you sure you're healthy? I'm sure that with the help of Haku I feel good. Rio answered. Okay, but you could use some help, Kakashi said. Kakashi-sensei is right Ni-san, you're not in the best condition, said Naruto. I can go with you, if they are injured I can help. They started a hack. Thanks Hack. Rio replied with a smile. Okay, if you're ready, I'll tell you where that headquarters is, Zabuza said. After learning from Zabuzu how to get there, Rio, Naruto and Haku got ready and set out. The path was not difficult and did not take much time. Having gone inside and dealt with a couple of guards who interfered with them along the way, they began searching. Surprisingly the building was large and confusing, but after an hour of searching they found the prisoners' room. Opening the door they saw almost nothing. Because of the terrible darkness, Haku turned his attention to the right side of the doorway, where they hung 5 lamps. Taking 3 of them they lit them, but as soon as there was enough light to be able to see the room, they were horrified by what they saw. Dozens of people were sitting in cages, some of them were dead and others were barely alive. A slightly rotten smell pierced the nostrils, preventing them from breathing normally. Kami-sama, I expected the worst, but this. Haku replied, horrified by what he saw. You're right, but we need to hurry. Naruto, you and Haku can help people, and I'll look for the children, I asked my brother Rio. Of course Ni-san, as soon as you find them, call them, Naruto answered. Walking down the dark corridor with only one lamp to save him from the darkness, Rio found what he was looking for. Reaching the last cell, barely lit by the dim light of the lamp, one could see 3 sitting children with red hair, 2 boys and 1 girl, looking at Rio with fear. Rio broke the lock of the cage, but this scared the children even more. Noticing this, Rio went down on one knee, placing the lamp in front of him and the children, and smiled. Hello kids, sorry if I scared you, I won't hurt you. Rio answered, when suddenly one of the children asked in fear. Why you didn't come to punish us? Of course not, I came to help you. May I know your name? My name is Akeo. I'm Ryu. And I'm Ayako. The children answered, no longer so frightened. I'm glad to meet Akeo, Ryu and Ayako. My name is Uzumaki Rio. Rio introduced himself with a smile. Stop. This word is forbidden. Akeo suddenly said. Word? Which one? Rio asked, not understanding. This is a word that starts with Y. Ryu said. Uzumaki. And why? Our mother said that if we said this word out loud, they could find us and hurt us, Ayako said. So your last name is Uzumaki. You have nothing to be afraid of anymore. You won't have to pronounce our last name with fear. I can help you if you want. Truth. Of course, because family helps each other. And speaking of family, where is your mother? She died after the attack on our house, and then Gato found us and transferred us here. I see, and do you want to come with me? I live in a big village with my brother. What do you say? You won't offend us? Akeo suddenly asked. Of course not, and if someone else offends you, then my brother and I will deal with him. Okay Rio-san, we'll go with you. The children responded with agreement. Okay, then can I call my brother here? Yes. The children responded with a small smile. Rio turned back and shouted. Naruto, over here. And after a few seconds, footsteps were heard and the light from Naruto's lamp moved. Running up to Rio, he asked. Yes, Ni-san, what is it? Guys, meet my brother, Uzumaki Naruto. Naruto, this is Akeo, Ryu and Ayako. Oh, Hi kids, nice to meet you. Naruto said with the same smile as Rio. We too, Naruto-san. The children answered. So kids, are you coming with us? Rio asked. Yes. They answered. Well, that's good, give us your hands and we'll go, Rio said. The three children gave their hands to Rio and Naruto and let them guide them as they walked to the entrance of the prison ward where Haku was waiting for them. Rio, Naruto, I finished examining the people and let them go, how's it going? After asking this, Haku noticed three children behind Rio. Oh, hello to you. Haku waved at them with a smile. Hello. They greeted each other. Don't worry, it's Haku, he's our friend. Naruto addressed the children. After talking and telling the kids about the team and their missions, Rio and Naruto with Haku and the kids left the headquarters and headed to the bridge where their team was waiting for them. After a couple of hours of running through the trees, which the children clearly enjoyed, they reached the Tazuna's house in the evening, knocking on the door and Inari suddenly opened it for them. Hey, Inari, hi, how are you, can I come in? Rio asked with a smile. Yes, sure. Inari said surprisingly cheerfully and with a smile. Wow Inari, you've changed, said Naruto. Yes, I'll tell you everything later, and by the way, Rio, Naruto, I wanted to apologize for my behavior, I was wrong. Everything is fine, we are not offended, maybe we should go inside, Rio asked cheerfully. Entering the house they were met by everyone. Tsunami asked if the children would eat, but was refused by them. Sakura was touched by them and asked them various questions. Sakura, it's better to let them rest, they had a difficult evening, so to speak. Rio said. Oh yes, you're right Rio, Sakura said guiltily. So a couple of days passed. Rio and Naruto spent a lot of time with Ryu, Akeo and Ayako, explaining about their clan, who the leader was, and said that when they came to the village, Rio and Naruto would start teaching them FUNN and other more basic things. The bridge was built and trade would soon begin to advance and bring in income. The bridge was named after team number 7, which pleased the others. Thank you very much guys, you have no idea how grateful we are to you, said Tazuna. You're welcome, Tazuna-san, we were happy to help, Kakashi said. By the way, what are you two going to do? Naruto asked Tazuna, Haku and Zabuza who were standing next to him. We decided to stay here and help this village, said Haku. I'm glad that you've rethought your views and decided to help, said Naruto. Well, it's time for us to hit the road, Kakashi spoke. Have a good journey, and don't forget that our village is always open to you, said Tazuna. Thank you, the team said. Rio turned to Akeo, Ryu and Ayako. So, are you ready to go? Yes. 3 answered. That's good, Akeo, go climb on Naruto's back, Ayako on mine, and Ryu, go on Sasuke, Rio spoke. The Uchiha chuckled angrily at Rio. Hey, don't be upset, I'll pay you back someday, Rio chuckled. I will remember this Uzumaki, Sasuke said with a barely noticeable smile. After everyone was ready, Team 7 began their journey home. Commentary on Part 21. First clanmates found. Hello guys, write your opinions in the comments, don't forget to wait and like, this advances the plot and informs me if you liked what I wrote or not. And now I have a question for you. I noticed some of the works on FIC book have an Instagram account or something where they post about the plot or something like that, so I wanted to ask if you want me to do the same or if you're not interested in that, I'd like to know your opinion. Akeo, smart person, Ayako, academic child, Ryu, dragon. Part 22. New citizens of Konoha. Commentary on Part 22. New Konoha citizens. Hello everyone, here is a new part, don't forget to like and comment and also wait. Enjoy reading. After a couple of days of travel, Team number 7 and the children themselves, who had managed to get acquainted with the team, approached the gates of Konoha. Rio, Naruto and Sasuke released the children who were on them the whole time to the ground. Akeo, Ayako and Ryu looked at the gates of Konoha with admiration. Finally, we're here, Kakashi sighed and exhaled with relief. Yes, you are right, Kakashi-sensei, Naruto confirmed. Kakashi-sensei, you, Sakura and Sasuke can go about your business, but Naruto and I have to go to the Hokage anyway, and then we'll report on the mission, Rio said to Sensei. Well, Sasuke and Sakura, you're free to go. Kakashi said. Hi Sensei, said Sasuke and Sakura. Rio-san, what should we do? Ryu suddenly jumped up. And you will come with us, Rio said with a smile. And stop calling us so formally, it's too early for you, Naruto said. Okay, the trio agreed sheepishly. Walking through the village, the three children were amazed by the stalls they saw, the crowd of people, the different food and weapon shops. They were amazed by many things and could not stop looking around. Walking like this for a while, they reached the residence, and then the Hokage's office. Naruto knocked on the door, and then an old voice was heard, giving permission to enter. Opening the door, Ryo entered first, and then the others. Hello, Hokage-sama, we have come to report on the mission and talk to you, Ryo said with a bow. The Hokage, who had not looked up from his papers, continued. Okay, Ryo-kun, how did the mission itself go? Were there any complications? The mission went well, everyone is safe, Hokage-sama, but there were complications at the beginning, but then everything worked out. Okay, I'm glad. So what else did you want to talk to me about? The Hokage asked, still not looking up from his waste paper. You better watch, Hokage-sama, Naruto stated with a hint of joy. The Hokage looked up from his papers and looked at the brothers. Expecting to see only both brothers, the Hokage was surprised. Behind Ryo and Naruto's backs, 3 red heads were visible, hiding behind them. You were able to? The Hokage asked, not believing it. Yes, and we would like to issue them citizenship. The Hokage looked at the 3 children and then asked, what is your name? The Hokage asked with a smile and warmth. My name is Akeo. My name is Ryu. And Ayako. The trio answered, slightly frightened. Nice to meet you, kids. Okay, Ryo and Naruto, the papers will be ready in a couple of days, but for now take them to your quarter and show them the village. Of course, Hokage-sama, and thank you, Ryo replied. After bowing to the Hokage, Ryo and Naruto took the children and left the residence. Well, guys, where do you want to go first? Naruto asked them. Well, we could use something to eat, Ayako said a little awkwardly, and Ryu and Akeo nodded in agreement. Of course, you don't have to feel awkward. If you need something, just tell us right away, okay? Naruto said. The 3 children nodded in understanding. That's great, maybe you want some ramen. Yes, the trio answered. Throughout the day Naruto and Ryo showed them the village, the Uzumaki quarter and told them more about their clans. They showed them where they would live on the 2nd floor of their house, and also went to choose them clothes that were better than what they were wearing. The day was coming to an end. Ayako, Akeo and Ryu were happy and ran after each other while Naruto and Ryo walked behind them. Well, guys, it's time to go home, it's already late, Naruto suddenly said. Ha ha ha, I see you're already ready for the role of father, Ryo said slyly to his brother. What? Ni-san, what are you talking about? Ha ha ha, yes, I was joking, Ryo answered, and both fell silent, but Naruto, after a while, continued. I just don't want our clanmates to have the same thing happen to us. We grew up without parents, friends, and everyone hated us, and you know it all yourself, and if it weren't for you, Ni-san, then I would have gone crazy a long time ago. I understand you, it's the same with me. If it weren't for you, then in the future I probably wouldn't have had a goal or a clan, Ryo said with a sad smile. Okay, let's get ready, Ni-san, no need to be sad about trifles, it's time for us to go, Naruto answered. You're right, okay, it's time to finally call the little ones and go home. Agree. Naruto and Ryo called the already tired children and headed home. Having already entered the house and prepared to go to sleep after a long day, Kurama suddenly spoke into Ryo's subconscious. Ryo, Kurama said in a hoarse voice. Kurama, thank Kami, you finally woke up. I tried to contact you, but you didn't answer for several days. We already managed to return, you bothered me, Ryo said happily. Yes, I'm sorry, I don't understand what happened, and that's rare. How are you feeling? Kurama asked. Naruto and I are fine. I realized that everything that happened on the bridge was somehow connected to me and Naruto. It was very strange. I agree, this has never happened. If possible, we should check this. You're right, but later is better, we need to put the children to bed. What, children? Yes, we found 3 more Uzumaki and brought them to us. Of course, your mother and father would be proud. I know, Kurama, I know. Okay, go help Naruto, tomorrow we have training, during which we can find out what happened on the bridge, otherwise I don't want to repeat it again. Ha ha, yes, me too, believe me. Ni-san, Naruto shouted. What happened? Did Kurama wake up? Naruto asked hopefully. Yes, he said that there will be training tomorrow, and we will try to find out why he and I passed out when you used Kurama's chakra. However, Ask yourself, and at the same time ask what exactly we will do. Maybe we should call Sasuke and Sakura. Okay, Ni-san, Naruto said, but suddenly Ryu asked. Brother Ryo, brother Naruto, can I train with you too? Ryu asked enthusiastically. Hey, I want to too. Akeo suddenly said. Me too, Ayako shouted. Okay, don't worry, we wanted to take you anyway. You need to start training for the academy too, we'll send you there, Ryo said with a smile. Hooray, the younger ones shouted. Quiet now, it's late, go to bed. Quickly, Ryo said angrily. Why yes, the younger ones said quickly and ran off to their rooms. Hehe, yes, Ni-san, you are very persuasive sometimes, Naruto said. I didn't understand what you were laughing about, this also concerns you. Yes, you're right, Naruto screamed in horror and quickly, like the younger ones, disappeared into his room. Well, that's it, it's time to rest, Ryo said tiredly, going up to his room. Entering it, he lay down on the bed and fell into a sweet sleep. Commentary on Part 22 New Konoha Citizens. Hello guys, how do you like the new part? It came out a little shorter than the previous one, but in it I wanted to slightly advance the interactions between the younger and older Uzumaki, and also if you noticed, I wrote more with slang in this chapter. Since this is not a large-scale chapter, you can describe it as a change between action or with other serious chapters. I think it is good to give the reader a break from everything. If you disagree, I'd be glad to know, and also to hear your opinion about it. Well, that's it, I hope you liked it, don't forget to like and comment. Until the next chapter. Peace. Looking for a beta, if anyone is interested, write me a private message. Part 23 Training begins. Comment to Part 23 Training begins. Enjoy reading. Ryo. Ryo, get up, it's already morning, Ryo heard in his head. It's time to start training soon, Kurama said mentally. Good morning to you too, Kurama, Ryo answered sleepily. Good, now get up and wake up the others, we have a lot of work today. Ryo yawned and stretched, got out of bed, heading to do all his morning procedures. After finishing his business, Ryo created a clone and ordered him to go make breakfast, while he himself went to his brother and the younger ones. Ryo, having reached the younger children's room, knocked on the door and entered the room. Good morning everyone, time to get up. Having said this, Ryo saw the children waking up and answering him in a sleepy voice. Good morning. Ryo, seeing this picture, smiled, because in childhood he woke Naruto up exactly like this, and the childhood of a shinobi is very short, so it is important to use time wisely. Breakfast is almost ready, we're leaving for training soon, you still want to come with us, right? Hearing the talk about training, the three children immediately woke up. Of course we want to. All three shouted. Great, then go wake up Naruto and quickly come down. Fine. Ryo, leaving the children's room, headed downstairs, where he met his own clone with a set table. Is everything ready? Ryo asked his clone. Yes, is there anything else I need to do? Yes, go to Sakura and Sasuke, ask them if they want to train. If they do, tell them to come to our quarter. Fine. The clone said and left, while Naruto, Akeo, Ayako and Ryu were descending from the second floor. Good morning, Ni-san, Naruto wished his brother. Good morning, Naruto, let's not waste our time, sit down to eat. Having said this, everyone sat down at the table. After some time, having finished breakfast, the Uzumakis headed to the training ground. Ryo, what are we going to do? Maybe you can teach us the clan's techniques. Maybe you can teach us how to fight. Or a theory. Akeo, Ryu, and Ayako were asked in turn. No, and no, Ryo answered them. What? So what are we going to learn? Asked Ryu. You will meditate, Ryo said with a sly smile. What? Asked the three younger ones. But that's boring, said Akeo. Yes, maybe we should do something more interesting. Ryu agreed, and Ayako just nodded her head in agreement. Before you can do even one technique, you will need to activate the chakra center, and this can only be done through meditation. Naruto intervened in the conversation. Naruto is right, because the main weapon of a shinobi is his chakra, with which he can perform various techniques and the like, Ryo agreed. The younger Uzumaki grumbled reluctantly, but eventually agreed with Ryo and Naruto. So, do your meditation, and Ryo began to say, but stopped. Someone is at the barrier, there are two of them, Naruto said, stating the obvious fact. It's most likely Sasuke and Sakura. Naruto, go check, Ryo asked. Okay, Ni-san, Naruto said and hurried to fulfill his brother's request. Okay, while we wait for the others, I'll show you what to do, Ryo said, and the younger Uzumaki nodded in agreement. Great, then sit in the meditation pose, like this. Ryo showed how to sit in that pose correctly and continued. Now it's you. Without saying anything, each of the Uzumaki took turns sitting in the same position as Ryo. Okay, now that you're positioned, close your eyes and focus on the warm sensation that's arising in your body. But, brother, how will we know that we were able to activate the chakra source? Ayako asked. You will understand already. And so, having done what Ryo told them, the younger ones went into meditation, and after a few minutes Ryo noticed Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura walking towards him. Ryo waved at them and headed towards them. Hello, Ryo, why are the children here? Sakura asked after greeting. Naruto and I decided to start training them too, but first they need to activate their chakra center, so for now they will meditate. I see, so what are we going to do? Well, we haven't decided yet, Naruto answered. Ryo, I actually wanted to teach you Kenjutsu today, Kurama responded in his subconscious. Oh, great, Kurama, thank you, I've wanted to try this for a long time, Ryo answered mentally. I know we're going to learn Kenjutsu, I've been wanting to try it for a long time, do any of you have experience with it? Ryo asked. Yes, I have, Sasuke suddenly answered. Great, then you can help us with the basic techniques, Ryo said. Wait, Ni-san, but I don't think that Kenjutsu will suit all of us, like me, Naruto voiced his opinion. Naruto, Ryo is right, you and Sasuke can approach this, but Naruto and I cannot, Sakura said. Yes, you're right, I didn't think about that, Ryo replied. Sakura is right, she and Naruto are not suitable, since Sakura has less chakra than us, but she has better control, I would go learn a Renjutsu, and Naruto has the same abilities as you, but you are faster and more attentive than him, and these qualities are important for a sword weapon, Sasuke expressed his opinion. Okay, I understand, so Naruto and Sakura, go train as usual, but do more approaches in each exercise, and Sasuke and I will start training in Kenjutsu. By the way, Sasuke, we had training swords somewhere, I'll go get them, Ryo said. I'm waiting, Sasuke answered. A few hours later. Damn, Ryu shouted after several hours of meditation. During the entire training it was noticeable that meditation was not easy for the younger ones, but difficult. I'm already tired of this, Ryu said indignantly. Yes, me too, we can't do anything, agreed Akeo. Brother Ryo, is this really the only way? Ayako asked. Ryo, hearing this, stopped Sasuke and, approaching the three, said, No, Ayako, there are no easy ways and there won't be any, you need to study harder. Ryo said, looking angrily at the younger ones. And the Trinity, looking at the angry Ryo, fell silent and returned to meditation. Sakura and Naruto, who were watching from afar, noticed that Ryo began to move away from the children and decided to approach. Ryo, don't you think you were too strict? They're still kids, Sakura asked, confused. No, Sakura, Naruto and I were alone when we activated our hearth, we had no one, and we were able to achieve a high level of mastery with our own strength without help, and if they can't, especially when they have me and Naruto, then I'm sorry, but I'll be disappointed, Ryo still said angrily to Sakura and returned to Sasuke to continue training. Naruto, and you agree? Sakura asked her friend. Yes, I agree, Naruto replied, walking away from Sakura to their training site. After some time of training, the end of the training was announced, team number 7 was tired, and the younger ones were still unable to activate the chakra center, which made them very upset. Seeing the disappointment on their faces, Ryo approached them. Ayako, Akeo, Ryu, what happened? Ryo asked the younger ones, and they only answered with a sullen look. We still couldn't activate the hearth, what if we can't become shinobi at all? Akeo said, with a look on his face that showed he was disappointed with the results. Who said it would be easy? Sasuke suddenly said, surprising everyone. You think that Ryo, Naruto, Sakura and even I could reach our level so easily? Then you are wrong, Sasuke said, not even understanding why he was trying to encourage them at all. Sasuke is right, even the strongest shinobi of all past generations started small, even the Hokage, who is the strongest shinobi in our village, Naruto said agreeing with Sasuke. Sasuke-kun and Naruto are right, through trial and error you can reach the top and become stronger. Sakura decided to keep up with her team members and raise the spirits of the younger ones. Yeah, they're right guys, if you can't do anything, don't give up and keep moving forward. If you don't make mistakes, fall and get hurt, you'll never move forward, Ryo said, giving the trio his good-natured smile. Yes. We will definitely become stronger and we will definitely surpass all of you. Ryu shouted after what Team 7 said. Yes. We will definitely do it. The three rascals were already shouting at the top of their lungs, showing that the challenge Ryo gave them was accepted. Team number 7 began to laugh at the cheerful antics of the younger ones, but only Sasuke preferred to get by with just a light and barely noticeable smile. After training, Sasuke and Sakura headed home, but only after Ryo suggested that Sasuke walk Sakura home under the pretext that a man should always walk a girl home, to which he merely chuckled and Sakura blushed. At the end, when Sakura and Sasuke finally left and the younger ones were seen off by the clones of Naruto and Ryo, a conversation began between Naruto and Ryo about the incident in the Land of Waves. So, Kurama, what do you suggest we do? Ryo asked his red-haired friend. Try sitting in the lotus position not far from each other and slowly conduct my chakra into your sciatica. Hearing Kurama's advice, Naruto and Ryo followed it, sitting on the green grass that grew around the entire training ground, and began to try. After sitting like that for several minutes in the clearing and spending more and more time with the fox's chakra, nothing happened. It's weird, nothing's happening, Naruto said with a hint of confusion in his voice. Let's try to conduct more chakra, maybe something will change, Ryo advanced his guess. Agreeing with each other, both brothers did just that. After a few minutes of fruitless attempts, they gave up. It's useless, I don't feel anything, and you, Naruto? Ryo asked his brother, irritated. No, Ni-san, then what could have provoked your attack? Naruto asked in an uncertain voice. I'm not sure, Kurama, how are you? I'm fine, I didn't feel anything. Okay, I suggest we take a break from this matter. We need to go to the Hokage to ask about documents for the little ones, and at the same time we can take a walk, Ryo suggested. That's a good idea, Ni-san. Both brothers, getting up from their places, left the clearing and headed towards the house. Having entered the house and not seeing anyone in the kitchen or the living room, they went up to the second floor, where the bedrooms and the head's office were located. Entering the younger siblings' room, Naruto and Ryo saw the three of them sitting on the floor in the same position they had when they were in the clearing. Naruto was about to call out to them, but was stopped by his brother's hand on his shoulder and his head shaking from side to side in protest. Leave them, Ryo whispered. Let them try. Okay, but I'd rather stay and make sure nothing happens while you're gone, Naruto agreed. Okay, I'll go then, Ryo said. Leaving the Uzumaki quarter, Ryo headed straight to the Hokage's residence, but on the way there, passing a crowd of people in various stalls, he ran into his sensei Kakashi. Oh, Ryo, I was just heading towards you and Naruto, the ash-haired sensei said. Hello, Kakashi-sensei, why? Did something happen? No, nothing like that. Then why? Ryo asked again. Are you aware that every 2 years there is an exam for the rank of Chunin? Yes, I think I heard something like that. Then this year it will be held here in Konoha, and I have recommended your team. Here is a pass for you and Naruto, be sure not to lose it, Kakashi said with a smile under his mask. Wow, thank you, Kakashi-sensei, are Sasuke and Sakura aware? Yes, I already talked to them. Well, as I said, Sasuke just chuckled and slammed the door, and Sakura started to rejoice, which is why she couldn't understand what I was saying, Kakashi said upset. Ha ha ha, yes, I recognize my teammates, Ryo said, laughing. Okay, I'll be expecting you tomorrow morning at range number 7 to discuss the exam. Okay and thank you, Kakashi-sensei. Ryo bowed to his sensei in gratitude and continued on his way to the residence. Comment to Part 23 Training begins. Hello everyone, I hope you enjoyed this part. Don't forget to like and comment. Until the next chapter. Part 24 Old Pervert. Comment to Part 24 Old Man Pervert. Enjoy reading. Having reached the residence, Ryo headed towards the Hokage's office. Reaching him, Ryo knocked on the old door, behind which one could hear the Hokage's permission to enter his office. Opening the door, stepping forward and closing the door behind him, Uzumaki bowed to the Hokage as a sign of respect. Hello, Hokage-sama, Ryo said, and then, straightening up, continued. I came to ask, are the documents ready? Ryo asked the old man. Hello, Ryo-kun, yes, the documents are ready, you can pick them up. The Hokage said with a smile, taking out 3 yellow folders and giving them to Uzumaki. Thank you very much, Hokage-sama, Ryo said, bowing. You're welcome, Ryo. By the way, did you hear from Kakashi about the exam? Yes, Hokage-sama, Ryo answered the Hokage's question. Well, I hope you are ready for it, the Hokage said, clearly hinting that this exam needed to be properly prepared. Yes, Hokage-sama, Naruto and I have an ace up our sleeve, or two. And so do Sakura and Sasuke, Ryo said with a slight smile that showed his confidence. Well, I'll be looking forward to seeing your trump cards. So, is that all or do you want something else? No, Hokage-sama, that's all, Ryo said, leaving the office, not forgetting to bow as he had the first time. After leaving the Hokage's office, Ryo headed back to the Uzumaki quarters. Walking as always along the road populated by people, between the counters, shops and shinobi who were choosing weapons and equipment. But suddenly Ryo heard a cry from afar. The voice was familiar, so familiar that he immediately knew who it was. You're just a pervert. Ryo looked towards the source of the sound and was slightly confused by what he saw. Naruto? Ryo asked, seeing his brother almost beat up an old man with white and spiky hair, wearing a red coat with a green shirt underneath, and a strange headband on which the kanji for oil could be seen. Naruto, stop this immediately and explain what's going on here, Ryo said with anger in his words. Ni-san, Naruto said, letting go of the old man and immediately bowed to his brother. Sorry, Ni-san, but this old man was peeping into the women's bathhouse, and that is unforgivable. I already told you, kid, that I wasn't spying, but collecting information, and I'm not an old man. Okay, stop, Naruto, tell me more, what happened here? Ryo said angrily. Okay, I went to look for you, Ni-san, to tell you something, and on the way I ran into this pervert. Stop calling me a pervert, I'm actually the great hermit of Mount Myoboku. Having said this, the stranger assumed a pose that clearly looked ridiculous. But he thought otherwise. I don't care, you're a perverted old man, Naruto insisted. Okay, Naruto, that's enough, and as for you, old man, we'll take you to the Hokage to have him punish you, and you better listen to me, Ryo said angrily, showing that he was completely serious. And if I say no, what will you do to me? The hermit said mockingly. Naruto and Ryo looked at each other and nodded, and a moment later the white-haired hermit was lying on the floor, paralyzed, unable to escape. What have you done to me? The hermit shouted, trying to free himself. The seal of paralysis together with the seal of subordination, although the latter seal is still a prototype, but it will be enough for you, Ryo said with a sly smile. Hokage's office. Ryo and Naruto with the hermit approached the Hokage's office, but the hermit tried to convince them the whole way, but it was all in vain. Having reached the Hokage's office, knocked as always and heard permission to enter, the two brothers and the stranger entered the office. Hello, Hokage-sama, there was an advent on the way to my quarter, Ryo began seriously, but the Hokage interrupted him. Jiraiya, again with your antics, how many times has this happened in just 2 weeks? 6th, 7th, the Hokage breathed out upon seeing Jiraiya. Hokage-sama, do you know this pervert? Naruto raised his tone slightly, but was stopped by his brother with a blow to the back of the head. Naruto, don't you dare raise your voice in front of the Hokage. Ryo said angrily. Why yes, I apologize, Hokage-sama, Naruto said guiltily, lowering his head in apology. It's okay, Naruto-kun, you're not the first one like this. Well, I won't keep you, I'll deal with him, the Hokage answered in a tired voice. Both brothers looked at each other, then nodded to the Hokage, removed the seals from Jiraiya and headed for the exit. Thank you for bringing him, Ryo-kun and Naruto-kun, I'll sort this out. Of course, Hokage-sama, Naruto replied. Well, I won't keep you, you can go. After saying goodbye to the Hokage, Naruto and Ryo left his office, leaving the Hokage and Jiraiya alone. So that's them, huh? Naruto and Ryo, the children of Kushina and Minato. Jiraiya asked. Yes, it's them, you haven't seen them for a long time, maybe it's time already, the Hokage began to ask, but Jiraiya interrupted him. No, they are still too young to know about me. I wouldn't say so. What are you talking about? Jiraiya asked, not understanding. They are quite mature for their age, and in their still short lives they have seen more than they should, and now they are alone, without any support. So I advise you to find an approach to them before it is too late, the Hokage said to the hermit, who only looked back silently, but after a moment he continued. What about Kushina's wish? Have they found representatives of their clan yet? Yes, 3 children, it's not much, but they don't lose heart, and whenever there is an opportunity, they take it up, the Hokage answered with a good-natured smile. Okay, I understand, thank you, Hiruzen-sensei, the old hermit turned towards the door to finish the conversation and leave, but stopped. And you know, you're right, I haven't seen them for too long, it's time to get to know them better, Having said this, Jiraiya left the office of his former sensei, finally leaving the Hokage alone. Damn, what kind of pervert is this? I hope the Hokage punishes him well, Naruto said angrily. I can't help but agree with you, Ryo answered his brother. So what did you want, Naruto? When I found you both, you said that you were looking for me to tell me something, Ryo suddenly asked his brother, walking out of the residence and onto the street. Oh yeah, I was looking for you to tell you that the little ones did it. Naruto said in an excited voice. What? They were able to activate the chakra source? Ryo exclaimed joyfully. Yes, I was surprised too when they told me about it. I didn't believe it at first, but then I felt their chakra, so they asked me to tell you. Hearing this, Ryo smiled involuntarily. So we need to train them well, Naruto said in a joyful voice. You're right, Naruto, and since we're talking about training, we also need to start training more seriously, Ryo said. Why? Asked Naruto, not understanding. Kakashi-sensei didn't come by while I was away. No, why are you asking? Did something happen? The exam for the rank of Chunin is coming soon, and we need to prepare. Kakashi-sensei gave us this, Ryo said, taking out the recommendations for participation from the seal. After giving Naruto his recommendation, he read it and nodded his head. I understand, then we really need to try. We have a month to prepare and train. Tomorrow Kakashi-sensei asked to meet to discuss everything, Ryo said. By the way, we should already learn our father's techniques, Ryo added. I agree, especially since the exam is coming soon, only, even if we have already started studying them, it does not mean that we will have time, especially without a teacher, Naruto voiced his thought. Naruto is right, Kurama suddenly spoke in the subconscious of Ryo and Naruto. Even with the scrolls you got from Minato, it will be hard to learn them on your own, Kurama continued. You are, of course, right, but no one except my father mastered his rasengan, and I won't even mention the Hiraishin. Ha ha, but here I hasten to please you that this is not so, Kurama suddenly said. What are you talking about, Ku? Naruto asked, confused. Yes, Kurama, maybe you can explain. Ryo said, and just like his brother, he was shocked by Kurama's words. This pervert that you caught, he is this man. What? Ryo and Naruto said, not believing Kurama's words. What are you yelling about? How can this pervert help us? If he were my teacher, I would be completely ashamed. Naruto began to be indignant. Naruto, I agree with you, of course, but maybe Kurama is right. I just don't have any other choice, we need a teacher, Ryo said after thinking. Damn, okay, you're right, Ni-san, we have no other choice. Naruto was forced to agree, because his brother and Kurama were right, and he understood it. But we better hurry to the quarter, because the little ones are already waiting, Naruto continued, reminding his brother about the 3 children who were already waiting for them. After some time, Naruto and Ryo returned home, where 3 scarlet-haired children were already waiting for them, unable to sit still. Knocking on the door, it immediately opened, and 3 children immediately flew out at Naruto and Ryo, shouting, We did it! We did it! The children began to jump for joy, which caused the 2 brothers to fall to the ground. Wow, Ayako, Akeo, Ryu. Calm down. Their brothers begged, lying on the ground. After a few minutes of happiness for the children, everyone calmed down and went home. Entering the house, Ryo sat the 3 children down at the table and began to talk. So you were able to activate the chakra center after all, I'm glad. Ryo said, giving the children his satisfied smile, but that smile immediately disappeared from his face. But don't forget, you still have a long road ahead. The Shinobi Academy, lessons in clan techniques, and ultimately becoming a shinobi of the once forgotten Uzumaki clan. Are you ready for this? But after what was said, the younger ones thought about whether to agree or not, but after some more thought, they agreed. Yes, we agree, they answered in chorus. Excellent. Then tomorrow at 5 o'clock we'll go, and no excuses will be accepted. Ryo informed the 3 Uzumaki. Well, that's it, you're free for today, you can rest. But after finishing his conversation with the children, Ryo felt that something or someone tried to pass through the gates of the quarter. Naruto, Ryo began to say, but was interrupted. I know, I'll check and this time I don't think it's Sasuke or Sakura, Naruto said with a serious face as he walked out of the house and headed towards the gate. Wait, I don't think it's an enemy, Ryo wanted to say, but Naruto was no longer there. Brother Ryo, did something happen? Ryu suddenly asked. No, I don't think so. Wait for us in the living room, we'll be there soon, Rio began to leave the house, and the children, having listened to him, went into the living room. But when Rio started walking towards the gate, he met Naruto. Ni-san, this is not an enemy, but this is the pervert we caught earlier. He said that he wants to talk to us, Naruto informed his brother. Well, we wanted to talk to him anyway, didn't we? Let's listen to him, Rio answered his brother, to which he only nodded. When Rio and Naruto reached the gate, they saw a white-haired hermit standing behind the gate. Hello, how can I help you? Rio began the conversation. Hello, I know that we started our acquaintance on the wrong foot. I would like to apologize for what happened and talk to you about something important. He, the hermit answered, scratching the back of his head. We agree, we also need to talk to you, Rio answered, approaching the hermit, and began to put a seal on the old man's hand. Don't worry, this is a seal that gives you permission to enter the Uzumaki quarter as a guest, and, by the way, what is your name, if it's not a secret? My name is Jiraiya, what's yours? My name is Uzumaki Rio answered with a slight bow. And my name is Uzumaki Naruto answered with a slight bow. Well, let's go inside and talk there, Rio suggested. That's a great idea, Jiraiya said with a smile. As Jiraiya walked through the block, he kept turning his head, looking at the different buildings with unusual styles like those in Konoha, and also at the gardens that surrounded the houses. Entering the house, Jiraiya was even more surprised, because this house was well known to him from those times. The warmth and comfort were still present, and even the interior had hardly changed. Everything was exactly as he remembered. Let's go to the living room, but first. Akeo, Ayako, Ryu. Come here, Rio said, and a few seconds later, 3 more red-haired people were standing in front of Jiraiya, only much younger than Naruto and Rio. Guys, say hello, this is Jiraiya-san, Naruto said. Hello, Jiraiya-san, the 3 greeted each other and bowed, paying their respects to Jiraiya. To which Jiraiya was surprised, because he did not expect to see 3 small children with such manners. Hello to you too, kids. Well, kids, give us some time alone, okay? Rio said with a smile. Okay, brother Rio, the younger ones answered, going up to the 2nd floor and entering their room. Let's go to the living room, Naruto suggested. Everyone agreed and, heading to the living room, sat down on the sofa. Can I get you anything? Rio asked the old man as he sat down. No, thank you, I think we better start talking. I agree, Naruto replied. Me too, Rio also answered. Well, Rio, Naruto, I wanted to tell you that I am your godfather. Comment to part 24 Old Man Pervert. Hello everyone, here is the new chapter, I hope you liked it, don't forget to like and comment. Part 25 Month of Training has begun. Comment to Part 25 Month of Training has begun. Enjoy reading. I am your godfather, Jiraiya said in a slightly hoarse voice, looking at Naruto and Rio, waiting for their reaction. After a couple of seconds of silence, Naruto suddenly spoke. And you think that we will just believe it? Naruto asked Jiraiya and then continued. And even if that's true, where have you been all these years? Where? Naruto said, almost hiding from the scream. Naruto. Rio suddenly began to speak, surprising Naruto in a calm voice. Calm down, Jiraiya-san, I hope you understand this, we won't just believe you. Tell us some information that only we and our close ones know, Rio said calmly, looking at Jiraiya with a cold gaze. Jiraiya agreed. Okay, your parents' names are Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. Your father was my student. On the day of their death, they gave you 2 scrolls for your 6th birthday. One contained the inheritance of your parents and Minato's techniques, and the other was your mother's request for your clan. Is that enough? Jiraiya said with sadness in his voice, remembering his former student and good friend. Okay, I believe you, Rio said after hearing this. Spa. Jiraiya began to speak, but was immediately interrupted by Naruto. I will believe you too, but that doesn't mean that you have earned our complete trust. I hope you understand why, Naruto said more calmly. Yes, I understand, Jiraiya said sadly, because he knew that Naruto was right and that he had let them down. After a long silence, Rio decided to clear the air and speak. So, I suggest we all start from scratch, what do you say, Jiraiya? Rio suggested. I would be glad of that, Jiraiya said with a smile. And you, Naruto, what do you say? Rio suddenly asked, looking at Naruto with a smile. I'm all for it. Excellent, Dateban. Then, Jiraiya, we have only one request, Rio began to speak. Of course, ask, Jiraiya said, already more cheerfully. We want you to teach us father's techniques, Rio finished. Have you started training them yet? Asked Jiraiya. No, but we studied the theory a long time ago, Naruto reported. Then half the way is already passed, all that remains is to master everything in practice. Jiraiya said in an inspired voice, finally, after so many years, to tell his godchildren who he is, and finally to talk to them. This is what made him very happy, and he decided that he would help them in any way he could. Great. Databeo. Then, Ni-san, maybe tomorrow after meeting Kakashi-sensei, we can start training. Naruto suggested his idea. I wouldn't mind, Jiraiya said with a smile. Thank you, Jiraiya, but then we'll have to invite Akeo, Ayako and Ryu with us, do you mind? Of course not. Excellent. Then it's decided. Tomorrow we start training, Dateban. After Rio, Naruto, and Jiraiya agreed on training, they talked about various things, and once again Jiraiya got to know the younger Uzumaki, this time on a closer basis. It was already getting dark, and Jiraiya had already left, telling Rio and Naruto to meet him at training ground number 5 before the training began. Having agreed, Rio and Naruto began to put the children to bed and at the same time say what they would do tomorrow, and the older Uzumaki also headed to accumulate energy for tomorrow. Morning, 7th training ground. So, everyone's here, great, said the ash-haired man. So why did you call us, Kakashi-sensei? Sakura asked. To tell you about the exam, Kakashi explained. So don't keep us in suspense, Kakashi, is there something we need to know? Sasuke suddenly spoke up. Yes, I'll start with the fact that the exam won't be just physical, Kakashi began the conversation. That is, Sakura asked, not understanding what sensei was talking about. This means that they will test our mental abilities no worse than our physical ones, Rio guessed. That's right, Rio, you must understand that chakra and strength are important for a ninja, no doubt, but thinking ahead and collecting information is the main tool of a ninja, so I suggest you prepare well, the sensei finished his thoughts. That means we need to train and also study. Naruto said. I never said that you need to learn any material, the sensei said with a smile under his mask and suddenly disappeared in a cloud of smoke. What? Disappeared? Sakura was indignant. Clone, Sasuke said. He just called us and then disappeared like that. Sakura continued to be indignant. No, it wasn't just like that, Naruto suddenly spoke. Think about the words that sensei told us, Naruto continued. What? Sakura asked, not understanding. Collect information, think ahead and, Rio began, but Sasuke interrupted him. But the most important thing is that sensei said that this is not studying ordinary subjects. That's right, Sasuke, I believe that the first stage is a written test that tests not our knowledge of the subjects, but how to obtain this knowledge without knowing the answers, Rio finished. I understand, so we need to work together, Sakura said. You noticed correctly, Sakura, Naruto praised his teammate. So, we understand everything, I suggest we start training, does everyone know what to do? Rio suddenly said. Yes, everyone answered. Okay, fine, Naruto and I have to go, see you at the exam, Sasuke, Sakura. Having said goodbye, both brothers headed to the 5th training ground, not forgetting to take the younger ones with them beforehand. Having reached the training ground and given the younger ones the task of climbing the tree as high as possible, they began to wait for Jiraiya, who was already right there. Hello, kids, Jiraiya suddenly shouted, seeing Rio and Naruto with the kids. Hello, Jiraiya, Naruto and Rio shouted back. Well, are you ready to master Minato's techniques? Jiraiya asked his students with a smile. We are ready, both Uzumaki said enthusiastically. Well then, let's get started, we only have a month, so time is short. Jiraiya said and immediately began to form a blue sphere in his hand. Comment to part 25. Month of training has begun. Hello everyone, here is the new chapter. Unfortunately it came out short, but don't worry, the next chapter will be about the first stage of the exam, so wait, I hope you liked it, don't forget to like and comment. And I also wanted to note that we reached 100 likes. Thanks to everyone who put them, and to all my readers who are still with me since the beginning of my journey, thanks to all of you, and I hope that we will reach new heights.